Listen. Yeah. Yes, Lord. Get that out of there.
Hey everybody, it's your boy Matty Matty Rants. Thank you so much for being here today. To the side, to the wrong side, to the right side. Bitch, I'm trying to get this screen together and it's fucking up with me today. Happy Sunday to you. You already know what's up today. Okay? I have brought the roster. I have brought the team. Now, Justin and C. Diggy are not here today. C. Diggy is traveling. This is a usual, but he'll be back the next time. And Justin will join us next week. But I do have the Blake of the Ishas. I do have the Mimi of the Cherries. I do have the Dooley of the under and the under the score. Noted. Almost said score. Lord Jesus. Yeah, baby, I've had a couple of alcohol beverages. Jamar 84 is also here today. My good sis from all the way in Atlanta, Georgia. Oh, bitch, you gave a blouse. Okay, let me bring in my family. Let's talk about it today. This is going to be an all-star special because, of course, the finale is done and we have things that we need to discuss. Now, I did my review. I kept it cute. I kept it kind. I did it fair. All right? I was fair. Today, these opinions are theirs. Leave it at that. If you don't agree, you don't agree. All that, honey. Yes, the mimosa actually had tequila shots in it. So, whew, yeah, right now I am right with God. It was a it was a grapefruit mimosa with a shot of tequila. I had 3. That's all I needed. Food is on Instagram. I had the oh my God French toast with mascarpone. And then I had the Joe's tacos. They were everything. My links are in the link tree in the description. You already know what's good. I am tilted. And we're going to do this right today, okay? That's why I have coffee. Get me back together. Okay. And don't forget, y'all know this is my birthday month, honey. So by all means, if anybody wants to send any donations, I thank you. Cash App $, Matty Rants, Venmo Matty-Rants, and PayPal.me/MattyRants. Y'all already know that we're doing a special birthday episode in San Diego coming up for my birthday, which is on the 24th. But we'll have that Sunday, which is the 26th. There we go. She can count. All right. Let's bring in my good shoulder. A good shoulder. A shoulder with a doctor. A PhD. Listen, he can cook some goddamn good food for you here. One of my good Judies today. Y'all already know him as the bishop, the doctor, the reverend. That's Dooley underscore noted.
Hey friend, hey friend, hey friend.
A titty bop. A titty bop. Come on. Titty bop. Shout out to Radu. Titty bop. What's up, dude?
Hi, how are you today?
I am doing good once this TV gets together so we can do the side-by-side screen. The TV's glitching, mama. How you doing?
I'm good. Today was a very good day. It's been a really good day. A really good weekend, actually.
Oh, a really good weekend. Look at you. Look, I'm picking up the whole TV, y'all. She's a small girl, you know. She's strong over here. We've had beverages too, so the adrenaline. Dooley, give us your social medias as I have this chaotic beginning.
Right, work. All right, that's y'all first shot. Remember, y'all take a shot every time we say work.
Mm-hmm.
You can find me on Twitter at _Dooley Noted _ That's DOOLEYNOTED. Sandwich in between 2 underscores. You can find me on Instagram at Dooley Noted with 2 underscores as presented below. You can also find me at Dooley Does Food only for my food content. If you're following the Dooley Noted account, you get the gym selfies, you get the fun, food photos and everything in between. And then like, share, comment, subscribe. My YouTube channel, Dooley Does Food. I dropped a video last week. I taught y'all how to make Korean style corn dogs. It was a good time. And we will see what's next.
Fabuloso. Don't forget, Dooley co-hosts with me on Airtime app for Drag Race Trivia and Hot Topics on the Airtime app that I'm partnered with. Hey, Airtime, thanks for all the support and the love. We do have episodes on Thursdays exclusively. You can win some money. For those who actually won this past round, Monday, y'all about to get your coin titles posted into your accounts, okay? Mm-hmm. Maddie just got over this COVID shot. That's why I went and got drinks today. So I was like, I'm feeling better now. But, I'm still wearing my mask.
You girls got to come hang out with us. Thursday is the key. I write Drag Race trivia. Hopefully, if we have DragCon this year, I'm trying to bring that so that we can do that. But it's a good time. I do the research. I use an actual Jeopardy board. It's a key.
Y'all were pushing that tweet that Mimi had posted for the panel with the RuPaul's Drag Race. Y'all keep that going here. Get that trending now. Before we get to our next resident, I just saw Miley Cyrus and Kylie Sonique American Woman footage. Producers saw that, then wrote the show. Raid, can't wait to hear y'all thoughts. Ooh, I did send a video that was sent to me via a rant packer who was like, bitch, y'all have to talk about this. I said, well, here we go. Blakeisha, shut your mouth. Listen,
Blake.
Speaking of rivers wide and deep, let's go ahead and get into these blue walls literally surrounding him. A brim hat is always necessary and needed, but the Reaper always carries a scythe and some brown liquor. Let's go ahead and bring him in, Blakeisha.
Good evening, friends.
Oh, good evening. That caution hat wouldn't be related to Beyonce, whose mother was birthday recently, would it?
No, this is the other Empress of Song, Miss Mariah Carey.
Oh,
but happy belated birthday to Beyonce.
Happy. I tweeted about it.
No, you didn't. You tweeted somebody else. I didn't appreciate it.
I tweeted about it. It's there.
Did you tweet Safari?
No, that was
tweeted Shatar.
Oh, yeah, Shatar. Listen, Blake, what are your social medias? All 2.5.
2.5. You can find me on Twitter at BARowley86 or Instagram at RowleyB or Barth_1. That is BARPH_1. But whatever the fuck it is I want to give you.
Well, we love a good. We like a period at the end of that sentence. Let's see.
Your tone seems very pointed. Okay.
I know it curved and hit somebody else. Now let's get over to a good set of chests that I enjoy dearly. My bosom, my other testicle, if she had one. I'd be her left titty if I was that one. I'd claimed your titty. That's very, misogynistic of me. Listen, bringing in one of my good friends, my executive assistant, my good fortunate rant sister, my Drag Race Holland Live queen, one of my besties, Mimi Cherry.
Hi, hello.
Hi, Mimi.
The right one is the bigger one, so you would claim that one. And also, you were having a Mexican Greyhound with that tequila and grapefruit. That was not a mimosa, child.
That's what it's called, a Mexican Greyhound. Oh, well, you better tell these people at Snooze Eatery they got the wrong words here today for what I drank.
They served you something. And
I didn't know that. Like when I serve mimosas, you get the OJ, but you also get a little splash of tequila. I didn't know it had a name.
Because you're trying to overrate.
Oh, that's what they was called. Here you go. Tim got it. Paloma is what it was on the menu. It was a Paloma mimosa. And I was like, really?
Yeah.
Come on, y'all serving face today.
I'm just calling it a Greyhound because usually vodka and grapefruit is a classic Greyhound. And so I'm like, oh, throw tequila in it. You call it a Mexican something.
Well, whatever it is, duly, I'm going to have to add more money to the drink list for this birthday because I need a bottle of tequila for my mimosas exclusively because that's my new drink now. I was like, oh,
you should see the order. I'm going to put in the order this Friday. You should see the alcohol list for the party. It's kind of ridiculous, but there's 9 girls, so it's okay.
Right.
And I have some substitutions to make for that as well. We can talk off.
Right. Both me and Jeff with a G were drinking them today, and we were just sitting there like, it's hitting. Mimi, your social media so I can get the last good bun up in here.
Yes, you can find me on the Bird app, Twitter. It's going to be Mimi Cherry. If you want to find me on Instagram, add an IG to it, making it Mimi Cherry IG. And because it's still Beyonce's birthday, remember to be all the people.
And no one sing a Halo. All right. So listen, last but not least, oh my good sis, she surprised me last week coming into town. Scared the shit out of me here, but I was glad to see him. Y'all know him as my right hand when we did the reviews on the Drag Race category of season 9 and above, if I remember correctly here. Now in Atlanta, taking it up, honey. He's got the show, The Circle Atlanta. Y'all should check out. I'll be hosting that reunion very soon. Get ready for my dramatic ass. Let's go ahead and bring on in this good old queen, Jamar. Whoa.
Hey, girls.
Come on. Bun and blouse?
That's what I said. I said, look at this, Jamar. We were feeling a little printy today. Go in.
With the red solo cup.
It's good to be back.
Yes.
It's
Welcome
good to have you here. Listen, we enjoy a good staring contest, and I appreciate reading comments in reference to the eyes that you laser focus on. We are aware of what he does, everybody. We are not lost in translation. My friend is a silent reader. He's just going to give you a Mayhem Miller, but it's called a Jamar 84. It started there.
Daggers.
Shaboom, shablam, shabow, words that don't exist. Listen.
Wow.
The alcohol's hit. Jamar, your social medias and what's going on so everyone can support you, please.
So you can find me on social media across all platforms with Jamar84. That's JAMAR84, with the exception of TikTok, which is Jamar840. Amen.
Amen.
Blue, and we are under a month away.
Mayhem 84.
The release, not the Mayhem. I'm good. We're under a month away from the release of The Assistant 2 as my anxiety rises. Okay.
Jamar's first movie. Jamar's first movie. Everyone give a round of applause. Go watch my friend's movie, please. Because he do the same for me if this was bitch. Go watch my friend.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
And as Betty mentioned, check out The Circle Atlanta, episode 6 coming in the next couple of days. Their reunion's going to be very interesting. So we want to make sure everybody is caught up. And I'm in construction. I can't say it yet, but I'm in construction of making my new palette with my new business partner.
Yes.
So coming out that y'all can have with my face on her. So, yes, great things going. Great things.
2021, my friends. We're doing it. Let's work. Okay.
I'll be happy to cop and put to use and tag it when we do the reviews.
Okay. Amen. That's what I like to see.
That's where we're going with this.
I will say, you've been giving us business 84. Today, I need Jamar Diggy 84 because we got some things to talk about.
we need Jamar from Detroit.
Bitch.
Jamar's guns are loaded. The guns were loaded if you were reading Twitter this week.
The Jamar that went to Cass Tech. We need that girl.
Oh my God. Oh, speaking of which, I got to give somebody a shout out here recently. Miriam of my PayPal with the message here in reference for the panel. Hey, Matt. Hi, Maddie. Today is my birthday, and I'm so looking forward to the panel. It'll be perfect ending to a lovely day since it's very late here. LOL, the panel is amazing. Please send my love and appreciation to them. So shout out to you, baby. Thank you so much for the love. Someone said, Maddie, you send the birthday money to whose birthday? It's my birthday on the 24th. Did I miss somebody's birthday? I don't got no brothers and sisters in September. This is my month. Okay, but all my brothers and sisters are in April. All of them, because they're all Aries and Tauruses. And one in July, he's the Leo. And that's it. I don't know the rest of them. Help me out, girl. But I am sending money to the girls who won on the trivia show. That's coming up. Now,
what if this is how you find out that you have a long lost sibling?
Oh no!
Yeah, Mimi, you know I wouldn't.
Girl, I'm like, that fits the narrative, don't it?
I wouldn't be surprised.
Ajax.
I'd be like, "What's your name? What did he look like?" And he did, and one, that's him. Yeah, yeah, you my brother. I ain't gonna talk to you for a little while though, but it's nice to meet you. I don't talk to my other brothers, shit, except for the one in Bama. Hey, D. Okay, listen, because I hear Deb right now. Okay, listen. Libra gang around the corner. That's me. Boop, boop. All right. Shut up. 5:55 in the room. Let's get this motherfucker started. Okay. Listen, children, adults, those who do not claim an age. All right. We have been watching this series for quite some time, and we are into this all-stars of the Sixery. We can all agree that this show started off with a bang, and it gave us an equation we all could subscribe to and solve. Now, towards the end of it, we started to find ourselves questioning what was happening with the motives of the show. Now, with the winner who was recently crowned, I understand there are people who are not happy about this situation, while others are very much cool with it. We're rooting for it to happen, this, that, and the other. So whether or not anybody on this motherfucking panel today does not agree with your shit, I don't want to hear some bullshit in the comments. I'm just going to be real with you. Okay?
Well, that's right.
I'm just being real with you because I get it. Your baby won, and I'm all here for that. Absolutely. But other girls can have their opinions too. That's what they're for. So, and I love y'all. For real. Y'all, you can call me whatever you want after that. All the fingers. I'm just being real. Like, this is just that. This is what this show is about. Different opinions, whether I'm going to sit there and say Kylie deserved it, whether Julie's going to say no. That's what that's for. I'm not deleting nothing unless it's on some dumb shit. So that's where I'm going to leave at that, and we can continue. Be mad, and that's what I'll say to her. Be mad, but I'm gonna keep it that way.
Adjusting my hair.
Listen, I may have a little sauce in my tank, but at the same time, it's like this is what I feel when I get off of here, and I've been so nice to everybody after they've been and it's like, no, let these people have their moment. You don't have to agree, move around. It's not like we changed the rules, and now someone's gonna go, well, because Dooley and Blake and Mimi and Jamar and Matty said it, we'll change the winner. That's not how that works. So
yeah,
what are we doing? Like, what are you gonna happen? Like, calm down.
Right.
You got your winner.
That's right.
Some people are happy, some people are upset. Let them be. But I love y'all, and so here we go. All right. Oh, I need that breath. Okay, listen.
One of my hot neighbors is about
I was just like, I like to banter with folks, and I hate when people get in their feelings over banter. It's like, no, nobody was talking dumb. Anywho, these you said, are you glad I said? Well, I mean,
well, with that being said, it feels like Jamila Jamil graded this episode. I'm gonna start that. We'll just leave that there. Thank you for that.
I just got here. All right.
Yeah, I said it.
I just want the noise. Listen, these babies have walked back into the workroom in their best flats and slippers, prison sandals for the girls who know. We've been there. We've been there. No shame.
Sorry.
You already know what's up. That came in through the commissary, and them Nikes ain't run with the ones that normally match the suit. So back to this, but they're all happy to be in the top 4. It's been one hell of a run. I mean, Eureka basically was saved by Jesus in this match, the Holy Ghost, the Father, and all of that. And it's been brought back to walk around on stage and then some. You feel what I'm saying? Let me do some highlights in these comments here. It should not be a surprise that All Stars favor specific girls to win. Congratulations to the winner, nonetheless, because she deserves it. Listen, I'm actually, once again, this was someone who was the only queen I said who wasn't going to win was Eureka. Yeah. That's how I felt.
And Serena.
And Serena, of course. If Serena was in the top 4, yeah, absolutely. It would have been like, no. But nice for you to be here. You know what I mean? But that's where I was with this. So I'm okay with the winner, but I'm also like, let's go over what happened. So that way we're not just sitting here going, it was obvious. Like, it was not. Because if we're going to do obvious, Miss $60,000 over here with a burnt titty right now was killing it. Mama half her clothes over here giving you nothing but dramatics over there. Better track. I mean, okay, but let's continue. So the Eureka was just there. I was like, come on, scenery.
Let's talk about it.
Come on, background, backdrop.
I mean, it's color swatches, so low key they're at Home Depot trying to find the paint. Hey. So there you go.
I can put it on my wall.
But all of them worked hard to get there. You see how I do this, children? A little slice, but back to the honey. All right. RuPaul comes in the 1986 pattern for a quilt in everyone's home. Very Roseanne.
He looked like the Black Stick Stickly. Get out of here.
Your grandmother did have that Afghan look just like that.
I'm telling you, like that blanket was always in the house as a little brown. Hold on, Rick Sanchez. My text tone is wubba lubba dub dub, in case y'all were wondering. It's the best way to get a text message, other than hamburgers with butters. But RuPaul's in there letting you know I'm about to do something real country. But before we get into that, they have a special guest to arrive on the screen because social distancing here, and is it Tanya or Tanya Tucker?
Tanya.
It's Tanya.
Tanya. Okay.
I heard it both ways on the show. That's why I was like, which one is it?
I'm not trying to be rude. I just don't know this lady. No shade. I'm just legendary. I don't know her.
I don't know her either.
You know, hey, I said the hair was lovely. The jacket looked clean. I said the background. I said you have a picture of RuPaul. Who set that up for you? Let me find out you're in the studio and not at home. Tanya. Okay, thank you.
Plot twist. It's a Zoom background.
Okay, listen, Tanya up there. Someone's like, Tanya, stop, y'all. Stop fucking with me. Stop fucking with me right now. Listen, Miss Tucker is up there on the screen, and she's basically going to join them on this song that RuPaul has decided to grace us with. This Is Our Country is the song. Now, I don't know about y'all, but I thought this was going to sound just like the other country song she did, that Giddy Up, Giddy Up. Bring your horses to the girl. I was like, oh God, please no, not this again.
It's just as bad.
Child, this song was so forgettable. It was so forgettable.
This reminds me, I felt the same way I felt in the All Stars 4 finale song.
What was the All Stars 4?
Remember when they slowed it down? I know what you're talking about, Jamar. What was the song, but they slowed it down?
She's
Super Queen? She's Super Queen.
Oh, yeah. It was like all
She's a super queen.
It was like
right,
so
slow.
Yeah.
She's a super queen.
I just watched it
together. Sung it.
like Super Queen on Xanax. I'm like, I don't like it.
It was bad. It was pretty bad. I mean, then again, you know, All Stars 5, we had that lovely conversation.
Look, Clapback. I could buy Clapback.
It was like Juju, me, and Shay dressed for the occasion. Miss Crocker was sitting there like ready to bake cookies. Clapback. It was like, what's happening here?
You said you could buy Clapback, but did you?
Girl, and Reach and Roach, you will reign supreme.
No, Read You Wrote You.
It's a good one.
Is always
Read You Wrote You is the best.
That's gonna be the girl.
I have a friend on Twitter, and about 2 years ago, he tweeted, "RuPaul's music sounds like unfinished songs for commercials." And like, I have not been the same since. Like, I think about that tweet every time we get to one of these finale episodes, and I just crackle.
I mean, that's why RuPaul makes the music, so he can just have backing music in front of it. You know?
Yeah, so she can then go do like an Old Navy commercial and put this music in the background.
Kitty Girl was fun. All Stars 3 was fun.
Kitty Girl was cute.
Yeah, Kitty Girl was a bop. Yeah, because you know, even Trixie, they kind of slayed that BB. Say tonight, right today. They had her behind the counter. I was like, okay. We got a question here. Y'all as positive about America as this song? If not, how would you reflect that in the lyrics? And it's interesting you bring that up because that's what Raja's
essentially that's what Raja did.
It was basically you're given a song about America and you're supposed to speak about it through 4 bars. And it's like, okay, as a Black American or a person of color in America right now, you may have a different outlook on it than say someone who's been living the high life on, you know, lemonade and, you know, PB and J sandwiches. I don't know, you know, middle class, but yeah, it's kind of like, okay, how would you write that? I think personally for me, I've lived up and down. So my journey would be a little bit different than everybody else's in terms of it. I'd have my moments, but yeah, I don't know. This would be a hard song for me. Yeah,
I agree. And my lens is the same. It's like as a gay Black man who's well educated in America, like what did Baldwin say, Blake? I know I'm gonna fuck up this quote.
To be Black America is to be in a consistent, is to be in a constant state of rage, something like that.
That's it. And I'm like, that's very me. And like, do I love being in America? Yes, it's the only country that I ever known. But like,
absolutely. But
do I love America?
We got some shit we got to talk about.
I mean,
like
currently I'm living in a state that just outlawed abortions and then decided to then give people $10,000 to rat out people who are considering on having said abortion,
which is unconstitutional. You can't make that law. Anyway.
Yeah, if I was given this song living in Texas currently, I would be feeling all kinds of ways. Like, it'd be something, but Raja handled this very well, in my opinion. Yeah, I thought
I would have gone the Raja route, but with a Puerto Rican twist, because I've never felt patriotic at all living in this country, period. I was born in Puerto Rico. I lived in Italy before I lived in the United States. I've gone to Canada. I've gone to Mexico. I've gone to Germany. I've traveled some parts of the world enough to know that, like, okay, we have it better than some parts of the world, but we aren't the best. And right now the experiment is fully fucking failing. So I would put it a little bit nicer, but that would be my lyrics.
It's the experiment is failing for me, Mimi. That was a great way to put that.
I would even say, like,
it's true.
We getting real sociological here. I'm gonna put a hold on that. But
with Tanya Tucker, RuPaul,
right? One thing that speaking of patriotism, I think like one thing I feel like we've gone into this epic where Americans think that patriotism is like unrelenting support and adulation to America regardless. And it's like, that's problematic in itself. And that does not read democracy. Technically, we're a republic. We're not even a democracy, but like, that's not what it gives. And so like, that's when you start getting into some of the problematic like thoughts when you force people to be patriotic in a way that you deem appropriate.
But it's interesting how white people frame that, right? And no shade to white people in listen, but like white people frame patriotism as like this undying loyalty until something goes wrong, and then patriotism is this sort of relentless attack on the system until you get your way.
Yeah.
January 6th much?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh my God. Mimi
You're
Diggy.
spicy.
Excuse me.
You know, I don't want to talk too much on this, but the woman who got shot, their family is trying to sue.
Oh yeah. Homegirl that rolled up in the yeah.
And they will
Homegirl that rolled up
quietly
and got
pay her
shot.
off. And they will quietly pay her off just to like keep the wheels going.
But yeah, that was uncomfortable.
The panel
Also,
is also in current topics as we speak. So
No, that's-
just
I'm
be
sorry,
aware,
baby.
this is not all we talk about. Drag.
the way that
The question was posed, right?
specifically white gay Twitter, they were like sexualizing the one seditionist that had on the skin.
Oh yes! Oh my God!
Are you serious?
Oh wait, the
Couldn't
one
do
that was
it.
complaining in jail because they weren't serving him his vegan food, and his mom had to go to Congress and plea for him.
Because that's the
Sorry.
part where you
Off
go,
my soapbox.
You can get these ramen noodles and these Dale biscuits like everybody else.
Right, girl.
right.
Which anyway, back to Drag Race.
Okay, I'm gonna highlight this just so we're clear
Beautiful
because
gowns.
this is where this is missing the point, and I want to highlight this so you understand you've missed the point. I really don't get this community. Now you're putting it into the community. Okay, everyone wanted a trans representation, and we get an American trans winner, and everyone is mad. Not because they're trans, baby. Then people bring it back to race. So sad.
Glad they brought that
So
up.
number one, we're not a monolith. Let's just put that out there.
And number two, we're not mad that the winner is
not
trans.
mad.
We're not
That's
mad.
not why we're
that
mad.
don't care.
That's not why we're mad.
Jamar,
Girl,
say what you got.
I'm about to say we're gonna get there, but it
We'll
has
get
nothing to do with Sonique. It has nothing to do with her being trans. It's just that no matter how you crunch these numbers, we all watch the same show. Okay, and the edit did not cater to the ending that we got.
Morris Vonti enters the chat.
That could be
Emma-
anybody. It just so happens to be Sonique in this scenario. So it has nothing to do with transness. It has take all of that, all the political stuff out. This is just merit and just the show and the dick in the soup, all that stuff going on. So,
And also to just add to Jamar's point, go back to all our old videos. We kept saying Kylie Sonique Love deserves another chance on this show, deserves to compete again. And I'm glad to, again, have seen the competition. But the end result just seemed weird. Hence my picture on Twitter going, because it was like, wait, so, okay, wait. You know what I mean? It's like, wait. So what was the point of, but hold on and, okay. You know what I mean? You just go, okay. But you sit back just a little bit like, well, okay, yeah.
and
That's all.
We'll get into it. I don't want to go.
I know, we're going to get there. We haven't even gotten to her picture yet. It was a lovely picture, too. I want to have that picture up, because Kylie did look beautiful when she won. Anywho, now they've been told what they got to do. They need to write lyrics. They need to perform these 4 bars. They must dance on stage to Jamal Sims' baby choreography for the Kids Bop routines, because I need to have that discussion. That Dosey Doan was killing me. I was like, baby.
That boot scoot was terrible.
Boot scoop with no boogie, honey. I was like, Jan, do you feel the funk? Because you would have been wearing this stiff performance out, girl. Shit. Okay, let me continue. Listen, Jamal, it's always lovely to see you here. You had your work cut out for you. I don't know why you wanted Ginger to start on the floor, but choices. Maybe that was a setup.
So your job as a choreographer is to make everybody look good. You instead go and make Ginger just look awkward.
We're gonna go
Like a
be
potato.
sexy.
I mean, it's
like-
going to look awkward doing any choreography.
But that's not that.
You're right.
Like, why not do her strong point? It was like, let's do something different to like give you something to look at. And I'm like, I hear you, but that's not. You saw what happened. That baby was taking, like, she was putting that enema up there. That's all that was.
Did
Oh, that's squat, baby.
That was Fleet. Mm-hmm.
Did you
Sure was.
Huh? So for the halftime show, did he do that too?
Did he do the halftime show?
That's a good question, Jamar. I don't remember.
Comment section, help us out.
Did you
Alcohol.
choreograph the halftime show, y'all?
Yeah, help us out with that one. I got alcohol in my system.
I feel like he did.
He did.
That's a good
He did.
question.
He did.
So you already knew there's limitations. And
Oh,
you-
he did the halftime. Okay, cool. I mean, yeah, you at this point you've been back. You know these people. They all four were there when it happened. No one's new. At the same time, I get why he did what he did because it was the song. It was very Lil Nas X, Old Town Road. I was like, is Lil Nas gonna sue to Azalea? The big
I wonder what happened to that case because it did kind of sound like Big B, and we can't.
It did kind of sound like it was the Big B. It was like, bitch, that whole guess who's back in the house. I was like, you are lying, bro. And I love you, but you're lying. I was like, bitch, that's the whole rhythm. She figured out how to rap real quick. Okay, listen. Continue.
She said it took 4 days for her to get through the production of the song because the cadence and the rhythm of like the lyrics.
Wow.
From the earth
about 3 days,
and from women. All right, listen. All right, Eureka. Okay, so they have a Tic Tac lunch. The Tic Tacs are no longer in the frame anymore due to social distancing. Everybody, as you can see, let's go ahead and bring this arrow. Where are they? They are all the way over here somewhere in a corner for decoration.
Where are the Tic Tacs?
It's weird, but I also get reasons why, right? So Michelle and Rue are up there. Michelle looks really good with this streak. Please keep this hairstyle going.
I like it.
Michelle looks amazing.
Because when they showed the old clip of her for the thanks for watching, I'm like, get this bone straight nonsense out of here. Get her to this nasty little good Manila Luzon one moment because Manila claimed that.
And the Botox is right.
It is. Whoever her doctor is placing it in correct positions, and she's doing the right things to keep it right. Because some folks be doing too much. Mm-hmm.
She also just overall looks healthier after the removal of like the external things that were making her ill, which they were.
Implants. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So she just looks like she's just radiating so much more, like overall.
She does.
Michelle said all of 2 words this segment. Ooh. And all during Raj's time.
True.
Listen, maybe her hairstylist is Megan McCain's, since they ain't working on Megan's. Telling you. Goodness. Get that baby some work. I was like,
you're looking like Nikki McCain. We was like, girl, what's going on?
And she was requesting those looks.
My father.
She was coming in with the picture like, I want this.
My father.
They're like, okay, you want that?
John McCain.
Oh, please don't traumatize me. Please don't take me back to the
My dad. And it was like, why is he being brought up for these points? Anywho, back to Eureka. We're here, tease. Never got brought up. Never got brought up. I'm like trying to figure out.
Probably was like, you better keep my name out your mouth.
Like they got Pose on there. Now Jiggly got to talk about Pose. But we didn't get We're Here in there. Which shout out to We're Here, the creators.
Paramount.
Go ahead, Jamar. What happened?
I'm sure there's like a network thing where you can't mention the other one, or I don't want to cross promote. I'm sure there's something in the clause somewhere in the paperwork.
With certain shows, yeah, for sure. Sending a shout out to the creator of We're Here. He's been so nice. They sent me my PR box the last time the show happened, and he responded to me on Instagram. Can't wait for season 2 in October. But Eureka was talking about their journey through the show, overcoming the obstacles they have, coming back the 3rd time and doing this. And this is fun now and getting it. And that's when I was like, not winning. I said, okay, you're having fun? All right, you're out. You know what I'm saying? I was like, thanks, tracksuit. You know what I mean? But it was, okay, thanks for being here, Eureka. It's been a blast. Ginger
tracksuit was kind of cute though.
It actually was really
with those
cute.
Mesh panels and like all the things. It was cute.
Now they gave Ginger a little back here. Eureka didn't need it, but Ginger had to have one up because they didn't want her dangling off the damn seat.
The apple box.
I'm telling you, Mama came in there with her Jesus sandals and a good old coat, giving you some I wouldn't have said that. I would have said the lady in Monsters Inc. that's like, what are you doing? No, anywho, let me stop. I love me some Ginger. I love Ginger. Ginger had this great story, Build a Drag Bear. That was good, Greg. You get that highlight. Thanks. Appreciate it. Ginger, Nina said Eureka made her whole winning the crown about her being fat.
Honestly, Eureka's whole time on the show has been about her being a larger girl, and that's what she's.
That is her story.
You mean from season the first 2 as well? Okay.
mean, if you got it, flaunt it. Like, I mean, if that's what you sell.
Y'all know I'm big as hell.
Mike Wazowski.
Okay, girl.
Mike Wazowski.
Mike Wazowski.
Yo.
Okay, y'all making me laugh too much. I'm a BRB.
We appreciate it. Ooh. All right, sir. 10 points for you in your bucket. All right. So Ginger brought up this great story about AJ and the Queen and how somebody on the set didn't even know who Ginger was, and RuPaul corrected them quickly. That's my daughter, and how that gave Ginger some sort of, I guess, feeling of being close to RuPaul and also with this competition and wanting this crown badly. Now, Ginger, as much as you wanted it, and I got to tell you, you put your foot in this competition, even if some people didn't agree with certain wins. I would say this was a much better running than All Stars 2. And as the season has been, this is all about people's redemptions. What do you think of Ginger's time with RuPaul and M. Dot?
Girl, Pearl is somewhere seething.
Mad.
Pearl is seething, bitch. What? Pearl is seething. That's my daughter. But you pay her dust unless it was on camera. Okay, girl. Pepperidge Farms remembers.
I mean, if we're talking about like how Eureka got the "oh, you had fun, okay, you're a loser" edit. I feel like Ginger got the "let me set you up for this crown" edit.
Season 7, what?
That's very much what she got set up for. Was
Season
we're gonna set
7. Oh
up.
no!
Like,
Don't do that.
Well, we haven't gotten there yet, but when they did like the overall critiques after the runway is over, she was like, "Ginger is the total package. Ginger is everything. Ginger has done X, Y, and Z in competition." I'm like,
but the main critique was, but it doesn't always feel authentic. And it's like, but girl, she did what needed to be done.
Like that whole thing about, oh, it seems rehearsed. Yes, everyone rehearsed.
Everybody rehearsed.
But everyone rehearsed.
You can't hate on her for being an actress and like rehearsing the best.
She's a theater girl. She performed. It's performative.
But she was also frequently praised for being a theater girl and being, pronounced and rehearsed and being, prepared. So it feels weird for them to wield that against her in the critiques. Like, that's what y'all asked for.
Now, what Wildcard just said, Ginger did win about half the prize money anyway on lip sync.
She got 60 grand.
So she's going to be cute.
Oh, Luigi, now I completely understand why Akira didn't want to bother to try and come back. Girl, what if they told her, by the way, you're not going to go into the competition, but we'll let you win this lip sync against Silky? It's like, no.
I want the screen time.
Thank you. Thank you. Your month too. Happy birthday to you whenever that day is, my Virgo and Libra brothers and sisters out there. Listen, I like Ginger a lot. I was pissed at season 7 personally.
I thought she was gonna win.
It just seemed like, girl, the routine and everything was so amazing. It was like, what? We're not gonna get it.
The people didn't really like Ginger like that back in the day.
Because they considered her a bully back then against Pearl and Violet, and it was the old lady brigade.
The old lady brigade.
Violet did kind of slay the competition relatively.
She
fashion-wise, Mama was giving me life. Yes, I enjoyed a lot.
She was good, but again, it's all about what does the show want at that time. And so, I think Ginger was, in my opinion, the better contestant of season 7, but Violet was the better sort of runway of season 7.
I agree with you, Blake. And that also feels weird considering we're talking about season 7 and their 492 acting challenges. You wanted a very young, well-presenting fashion queen. You had all these girls on the cast that could sew and give you that, but then you gave us Shakespeare and what was it, Rue Hollywood Stories and all that other. It didn't make sense.
What was that divine challenge where it was
eggs? That's like the reference point for that word.
It was so bad.
Or Kennedy, cha-cha heels. Copy just spread leg. Wow.
Didn't Miss Fame paint herself as divine that season?
Oh yes,
she did.
With Pearl,
yes,
Violet, I think. Pearl,
yeah. Pearl, Violet, and Miss Fame were in the same group, and it was the worst of the worst of the all-time worst.
However, I Want to Tan with You was as a highlight.
I want
I
to
wanna
tan.
tan,
I want to tan.
I wanna
tan.
Feel my sizzling meat.
Yeah, like season 7 gave us so many great girls, but like whomever was in charge of the challenges and putting that shit together, we were like, baby, what is this? It just didn't translate.
Before we move to the next queen here, from season 7, I want y'all to give me 3 queens that you would like to see on All Stars from that particular season. Mine would be Jaden Dior Fierce, Kasha Davis, and I'm going to throw my wild card and say Max if they ever came back, just for shits and giggles to see how that would go.
So I would give you Jaden Dior Fierce, I would give you Kasha Davis, and I would choose Tempest du Jour because she did not deserve to go home that episode. Also, we saw Candy Ho episode 1 and then episode 9. We ain't see her nowhere in between. They kept her for storyline. We forgot that she was there. But also, Tempest du Jour went home first, and we still keep her name in our mouths. Like, and she's Tempest so beloved.
Would have killed every acting challenge they had.
Everything. I'm gonna take Dooley's lineup. Like, those are my 3 from season 7. Like, I think they're the 3 who didn't get their roses. Even though Jaden was there for a little while, I don't think she has not had her post Drag Race glow up the way in which some other girls have. And I think it's time for us to see a little bit more of Jaden.
I love Jaden. I love her so much.
I love Jaden.
I agree.
Every time I see her, I'm like,
Jaden's on this panel right now.
I was gonna say I gotta be prepared for is that Julie? Girl, everybody. Oh my God.
You, like
Jaden is your drag twin every time.
She is so sweet. Oh my God. I can't. Every time I see her, hey baby, it's like she's good people. I just want to see that energy up there again. I just hope if she went on there, they didn't do her like they did Chi Chi for All Stars 3. Every episode, I was like, what do you want her to do? I thought she looked better than when she came on before, but this isn't enough. Okay, work, got it. Listen, let's get past the ginger, moving around the minge. On to Kylie Sonique Love, giving you this really great interview look. To me personally, this is so like VH1 in the 90s with this leather outfit. I was like, this is so VH1 90s interview. And it's one room and there's just like smoke everywhere because cigarettes were cool back then. But yeah, Kylie kind of was, okay, I said in my review, I'm gonna keep it real here. Do you know that story that I keep telling you every time I see you about me seeing you for Star Booty? I really mean that. And if you let me win, I want it so badly. And I was like, Rue at one point had to tell her, okay, girl, like you keep telling me the story, but your story is what's gonna be important to all these girls and as well as all the people who are mad at me. That's just me throwing. Because when he said that, I was like, he said that is correct, but let's also keep it 100, Rue. This is also about the rest of the circle that is watching this too. So again, Kylie has power here, but it was like that moment of, you were always my idol, this, that, and the other, and Rue being like, well, yeah, you have this power now, use it, and you surprised us. They all said that. You surprised us. Yeah, you surprised us this season. It's like, really? What did you think she was going to do?
Y'all saw her for the Christmas special. You know what she was giving?
Yes, and they even brought it up. Oh, I love that outfit. It's one of my favorite outfits. Okay, so we're clear here. You already knew she was a bad bitch, so what's going on? Like, don't be surprised that she did so well. Hell, Michelle, you got out your seat to help her with her acting. That she won that challenge.
For some reason.
But poor Kyria sitting over there.
It was right there, slaying.
I feel like the same critique that Blake gave about choreographers is the same critique that I would give to producers and or directors. Like, my understanding is that you're not supposed to tell a girl how they're supposed to act. You're supposed to give them the motivation. You're supposed to describe what's happening in the scene. You're not supposed to like manipulate them and tell them what to do.
Well, and even if you have to tell them what to do, then they didn't really rise to the occasion. Like, if you had to get out of your seat to reenact what you wanted somebody else to do, they did not arrive there on their own.
Kyria,
She didn't arrive after she showed her. She did the exact same thing after Michelle got on stage and showed her what to do and did the exact same thing. I said, oh, so Ginger has it. and she still won. I said, wait a minute now.
Gag.
Yeah.
I got you.
Gag.
Bacteria, you had a lot of trouble with your lines and you couldn't pick up the flow. You're in the bottom. Kylie, you had so much trouble in the beginning. You couldn't get anything right. But once I got up and showed you what to do, it was flawless. Everything. You are the winner of this week's challenge.
No.
And so, for people who think we're hating on Kylie, let me be very clear. All of us here love Kylie down.
Absolutely. I live for Kylie.
You cannot say that was not rigged. Like, it just...
Yeah. Rigamorous Monty.
It's not fair. Like I said, it's not Kylie's fault, but it's not fair to her to be used this way.
Yes.
That part.
Exactly.
That
Yeah.
part.
Kylie is...
It screams tokenism.
And on her own, without the riggery of the show, trying to use her to back up RuPaul's past comments and, you know, different things that they said. But
because let's be clear,
when
Kylie had an idea of her own, i.e., when she did Dolly Parton, that bitch should have won Snatch Game.
Giving
That
all
part.
props to that.
Yeah.
All
Yeah.
props to that.
Snatch Game.
Yeah.
I will go ahead and say after my review and watch it, because I rewatched the whole season recently. She ate that up for Dolly
She
Parton,
did.
and I would have given her the win for that one, absolutely. Because that
When she started on her nails, I said yes.
that's a
Before
surprise.
that, baby, when Ginger said, "I haven't seen my feet in years," she said, "Well, me neither, honey."
Talking about, well, who you right? And it was that shake, that Dolly little boom ba and right back to it again.
they can't have double wins in this All Stars because of the lipstick assassin thing.
Child, this was the one season where we should have seen a double crowding, not All Stars 4.
Yeah, I agree.
Did I fucking lie? Like, what?
Did I lie?
Come on, notes. Yes, we're gonna get this choir together by the end of this year, bitch. Okay, everybody take Jamar got the bass. Listen, okay. I'm just saying. All I love to our sister Kylie here, but we're talking about what happened around the scene, not her, what happened around it. So again, I agree. There are certain wins this season that felt like other girls could have gotten and that some were just given to just for numbers sake. And it's like, but why not for that? Because that's where she actually did the best. And wouldn't Ginger expected to do good in Snatch Game? So Kylie doing really, really, really well be like an even bigger highlight?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Giving Kylie the Snatch Game win and giving Ginger the pink tabletop win.
Mm-hmm. I told y'all
still think Eureka's
Jamil was
gonna win
the anonymous benefactor for the season or something. Because it's like, girl, y'all are fucking up these wins because this don't make sense.
They gave
Actually,
Ginger
yeah.
the pink tabletop,
I
Jamar.
misspoke. I mean the American Horror Stories win.
There
That's
you go.
Right.
Because
I know
Eureka, Eureka should have got the pink
Eureka
table.
Right.
Pink tabletop win.
That's where that was nonsense. It was like
And Scarlett should have been for elimination.
Halftime show. And then for the variety show, it could have been Scarlett, it could have been Jane. Like granted, Yara gave that brand of funny that RuPaul likes, but if we're talking talent, baby, what?
I haven't seen
Girl, who makes a dress in 60 seconds?
girls do what
I'm like, bitch, what?
I haven't seen many of girls do even what Scarlett did. That's not as easy as it looks.
It's not.
And Jan, like those are talents that not a lot of girls can do.
poor Scarlett.
Yeah.
Like anybody
Poor
can
Scarlett.
jiggle around.
Correct.
Scarlett,
I would
this
also
is
say
Lucy.
that like one thing that bothered me, so like we keep asking for the girl, like specifically for that first episode, the talent show / variety show, whatever we want to call it.
Okay.
We've been asking for the girls to diversify the things that they're showing on stage because you always get a lip sync, you always get a song, you always get, you know, a dramatic interpretation of something. But this season, like the girls gave something different and it almost felt like they were penalized for it.
Yep.
And it was like, why am I gonna like spend my hard-earned coin to put together a production and give something different if you're just gonna pay me dust?
This part right here, you're the best group of the week, but the producer in my earpiece is telling me to give the win to that was the weirdest moment.
Period, Reese.
I would have been fucking heated sitting back there. How you going to don't even give me the critique then if that's the case. Y'all were the best group, but Ginger's gonna win because she carried hers. Huh?
That's not how it works. I really feel like that's actually what happened because she was like, "You're the best group." That said, "Oh, okay, never mind. Ginger's gonna."
What was the song that day? What was the lip sync that day for the pink table talk?
Was it phone?
That one phone.
Phone.
She did phone.
Will have my phone.
Eureka would have wore that out too, or Trinity or Raja in that group.
They all would have.
They all would have wore it
They
out.
all would have.
I got look at me giving Eureka love. Y'all see, I ain't a hater. Miss Potato Shoes would have kicked where the hell my boom, and it would have been on. Mayhem would have been sitting there doing all this.
If it's right, like Eureka would have wore that out, and we would have lived. But like,
and we would have seen multiple. Okay, hey, let me stop.
I also feel like, and since we're talking about lip syncs, I also think it's a good time to point out that there were a lot of coincidences regarding who the lip sync assassin was for the particular girl that won that week, and or the girl that was sent home.
For the first half of the season, yes, for sure. The latter half, not much.
Coco came to send home Serena. Jessica Wilde was there to send home Jada.
They gave Coco Bruno Mars. They gave Jada Essence Hall Little Richard. We have to talk about these travesties.
Mm-hmm.
Charlie XCX.
Clap though.
There you go. Thank you, Jamar. Look at you. We on the same page. We on the same.
Raja, two of like the lip syncers to Boom Clap.
Cameron Michaels having to post Twitter messages telling people to calm down.
Oh my God.
She's just as pissed as you. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I'm only posting this because of the designer.
Like Cameron Michaels,
I feel used.
To me, it's still the one that they did with Eureka. When in that old lady costume, when I tell you that she ate Eureka up,
she wore her out, Jamar. She wore her out.
Devoured. Yetta from The Nanny devoured that lady from some sort of castle.
When she was in that lateral split and she said, "Wah."
That's the one lip sync Cameron ate and just like flat out deserved that win. Should have sent that girl home. And when they called that double save, I said, "I know you fucking lying. I know you fucking lying."
They was putting Eureka down our throats in season 10.
Mm-hmm.
Did she have a commercial during season 10 that was airing something about it was in black and white? She had some sort of commercial. I was just like, "Oh, girl, come on."
I think this will be the main highlight of the lip syncs next to Raja in Brooklyn. It'll be Laganja, TKB, Brooklyn, and Raja for this season in particular. I will say we were given some nice moments in terms of lip syncs, but early.
Much better than All Stars 5 because girl.
Oh my god! I'm having a PTSD flashback. Remember Miss Cracker and Morgan McMichaels? Where have you been?
I've been everywhere.
We was all at home like, what is this, baby?
And where have you been is a put song.
They did a skip bow. They did a skip bow move, like literally
that out.
Skip bow.
And then we had Miss Cracker versus Kennedy Davenport, waist. Shea Coulee versus Alyssa Edwards, waist.
The Neutron dance, bitch. Alyssa just sat there and pointed and made faces, and it was like, what is happening?
Somebody behind the scenes was like, "Girl, tone it down, just tone it down." I felt like I wasn't watching her.
She's like, I'm posing and turning and looking like real. Like this is like Shay back here.
The only assassin from my memory that came and did the assignment was Evie, episode 1,
and Roxy.
Roxy
was up at lip syncing like she had money on the line, and we were like, "Damn."
Right. Roxy had reveals.
It was the reveals.
It was one more time.
Those reveals were right.
I forgot I had to watch that back again.
You know, that Miss Mama is professional as fuck. You know, Roxy gonna go up there and wear it out when necessary. But yeah, Evie's that bitch when it comes to lip syncing too. Like, oh girl, this is time to stretch. Okay,
let me get real bendy on you.
Allow the woman be working it, bitch. Okay, shout out to Evie.
Reveal a wig mid flip.
One of my favorite winners. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Bitch, that baby. I'm sorry. Her in Brooklyn Heights still. That was carried season 11 with that lip sync. Whoa. Nasty. So Raja, I hate to do this to you, but this is kind of what happened to you here on the stage with RuPaul. I felt Mama's time was just a little bit and the conversation was not as personal. Or let me tell you my RuPaul story with Raja and RuPaul. Did y'all feel the same way with this, or am I just digging too deep?
I didn't notice that, but I mean, it definitely feels like this part was where the producers were definitely realigning where the era was going and getting it that much more defined for the storyline, if that makes sense.
Ever really been indicative of the outcomes for the seasons, though?
Sometimes, okay, because y'all know I hate this shit. Usually during these moments is when RuPaul want to talk about the inner saboteur. Like she wants you to be like spill it out there, and it's like, baby, like I go to therapy every week. I don't need to be here talking about it. So it feels like the girls that like oblige that have a tendency to go farther or do a thing, and the other girls that don't go there are still living their inner saboteur and don't deserve the win. Like that's the energy that I get from not necessarily this particular one, but that's the energy that we frequently get from these particular moments.
That makes sense.
I think for me, this felt similar to Ginger. You were uber prepared, Raja, and because you were uber prepared, there was no real vulnerability that they got to see. I think we got to see vulnerability from Raja, particularly in the Untucked, when she's sort of constantly referencing her time on season 10, where she was like, I was this girl, and I don't know that the judges necessarily got to see that from her, but it felt very much like you were prepared, you know, everything you came, you slayed, and you made it yourself, so you kind of had a leg up on the girls, which to me should have been like, bitch, you made all of this?
Clearly the most talented. What's good?
Clearly the most talented, like.
It bothers me that RuPaul, first of all, you're not a licensed therapist. I had to go through training for that, baby. That's not you. But also she sets killing your inner saboteur or your vulnerability as like me being in pieces in public on a stage. Yep. And like there's more than one way to show my vulnerability, and there's more than one way for me to show that like I'm dedicated to something and I want to win. And it always doesn't, everyone doesn't do that in the same way. So like it genuinely bothers me like at my core when RuPaul get up here talking about that, because that's not what it is. And that's not right. Like you want these, and also, and another thing, like you want to like dissect these girls and pull them apart, but there's no aftercare and no safety plan for after Drag Race. Girl, like I'll be thinking about this. So the girls leave the show. They're not protected. They're getting read on social media. They're in shambles. Like
they leave the show broken.
Oh my God.
Like that's a fucking mess. Like y'all gave Britta Filter that fucking fucked up storyline, sent her on her way. She was getting read fucking everywhere.
She had to go home to her parents.
She had to go home to her parents to like be around love and like care, to make sure that like she didn't take her own life, because y'all broke her apart and didn't do anything after that. Was like, bye. Like that's so fucked up. And she's not the only girl that happened to.
Sounds like the military.
Girl.
They have enough money to hire like at least a set of therapists, maybe 2 or 3 therapists per season.
It probably adds to their liability if they do that.
Shoulders.
That's
girl,
now if one of the girls, if we have a tragic story about one of the girls doing the unthinkable, that's going to be a liability.
Well, because remember, what was it? What was that show that it was like about like the behind the scenes fictional about like The Bachelor, and they had a therapist on the show, and the therapist would feed the producers information. And so that's why sometimes that can also be kind of like it could be, you know, a double-edged sword depending on, you know, who's wielding it, you know?
I mean, there's just so much. I feel like there's just more that they could do, but they're just not willing to do.
Of course. If anything, they should give them a fund so that they can go get their own therapists that work for them, and that should be part of the aftercare.
A year after Drag Race, like a full year of therapy sessions as well as other things.
They could do a sponsorship, BetterHelp.com.
Thank you, Mimi.
Right.
That part.
There should be like a fee or
it could be part of this whole thing
in case they don't get jobs, because after the show they may be considered a villain and no one wants to hire them. So there should be a cap of money that they get that would then help them for at least minimum wage purposes of going through a year without working properly while they figure things out. Absolutely, because this is a show that has developed now over 100+. If we add other franchise, we damn near 200 something people. Like we're getting to know a lot of folks, and it's getting very personal because now we're putting
in their day rate.
Yes,
and somebody's saying a therapist can't legally feed production information unless they sign off. Do you know how long those contracts are? Do you know what these kids sign off on? They sign away a lot of things.
Just ended yesterday.
The Canada girls is ready. So that tea, baby.
So I want to know where it's at. If y'all have already seen where they've posted the conversations, I need to talk, because they're about to have an anniversary special this upcoming, I think it's the 8th or Tuesday, something like that.
I think it's
And
tomorrow.
it's tomorrow. Yeah, it's for Crave user. We can't see it. It's not on World of Wonder for
Damn.
some reason. I don't know why. My baby's in Canada. Who got Crave? Oh, bitch. You know,
Let us know.
yeah. You know, we on other platforms. If you want to, you know, press a button and see a red dot pop up, by all means. But that's all I'm gonna say because I'd like to see, as well as what these girls got to say because it was my Anakwa Anastasia, which I was like, excuse me, Kiki. Kawana Kai wants to tell the TT. I said, oh. I said, wait. And then who was the other one? What was the other baby?
Alona Hurley.
Oh,
Alona.
yeah. Now you know I want Alona good for a clap. So I really wants to see what that was about. But yeah, we'll see what happens.
Oh, and Alona is already talking. Alona is already talking. Like a lot.
She said some kind of like they forced her to do, I forget what it was, but I was reading it and I was like, wait a minute. They said you couldn't say what? Oh, okay. Work. It's early. Jeffrey Boyer Chapman has found a job with Disney Plus. Did y'all know he's gonna be on the new Doogie Howser show? Yeah, it's good.
As what?
It's supposed to be. It's no longer like a guy who is young who's a doctor. It's a whole. I believe she's Hawaiian or Polynesian, if I'm correct. Forgive me if I have it incorrect here, but she's the doctor in Hawaii, and Jeffrey Boyer Chapman's like a resident nurse or like another doctor on there with her.
But she's a kid?
Yeah, well, she's like a teenager, and she's a doctor. Yes, Doogie Howser. Disney Plus.
That's interesting.
Disney Plus. You want us to cancel? All right.
Well,
Wow.
Got it. I had to give it to you. I was like, what is this man doing? I'm like, oh. Yeah, you know. Okay,
well,
good
yeah,
for him.
they got to start doing better by these girls because, like, you like as a therapist, like a former therapist, like you spend time like building therapeutic alliance and making sure that are people safe, that they feel comfortable like giving that information. And like, I'm trying to imagine like doing that like in front of an international audience and then being like, bye, like these girls have no legs to stand on. They got to do better by these girls. Pay them and help them with therapy, girl. Please.
Yeah.
So Alona tweeted that production told her not to address her trans identity on the show, hinting that they would have another trans girl on. Oof.
But I mean, that's. I mean, she's two-spirit. That's different than trans.
Well, you can be.
It is.
Some people conflate them.
Yes. So it's
Come on,
like,
conflation. Come on, conflate.
Listen, Raja, this was a great. No, it wasn't. I wish you had more time and you got to go a little bit deeper. But personally, I was just happy we're there for top 4, friend. Moving on. Back in the workroom. We're all really happy. We made it to top 4.
Is this supposed to be Charlie's Angel?
Yes. Kylie's
More
wearing
like Carly's bagels.
Carly's bagels. Kylie's wearing the Levi's that she won from the mini challenge where they gave her some stuff that nobody was buying. Continue.
Roger's Dior shoes look good though.
Yes.
We love a door. Listen. Liberace was in full effect here as the song for This Is Our Country is starting to play. And Eureka felt this was with the lyrics that she gave, because Marie Antoinette is somehow put into this mixture here. From all of y'all, because I've already given my opinions on the Potato Lady. What do you potato shoot? What do y'all give what Eureka did?
Boop.
I would give it a soft boot. Okay, so if
Yes.
we're referencing Marie Antoinette, at a minimum, you need the iconic hair. And I'm not really getting that from this. I don't really care for the shoe, but I understand that you're dancing and it's a performance and you need something that you can dance in, but I'm also not really feeling...
Jamar?
So, wait a minute. So you think that the outfit itself does not look country at all?
Okay, that's true. Okay, it's a boot. It's a boot. You're right.
It's like, girl, like the shoe is the outfit does not fit the theme of the song. The hair is a mess. Like, you reference Marie Antoinette, and we've seen Marie Antoinette done a couple times on the show and have not gotten anything beyond that hoop skirt game. It's like, girl, this is a hard boot.
I thought she was Liberace. Jamar?
I was confused as to what she's like. Even in this still alone, the fact that there's an entire gaggle of cowboys behind you and you look like you're in Star Galactica is already for me. I think her lyrics, she was trying to harp on the democracy in comparison to like the Marie Antoinette eras. I'm like, not really relevant to this conversation. So you're already disjointed in your outfit and your lyrics. It's going to be a boot for me.
This one right here, Eureka had that outfit and wrote lyrics to explain it. Did not work.
Pretty much. Pretty much.
BB Cherry.
Well, I agree with that she had a finale outfit packed and she wrapped her lyrics around it. I have one word for this entire performance. Interesting. For the entire thing, everybody just interesting. I say interesting specifically with a V because it was very something investing. Like it was just weird. The entire thing was weird.
Somebody told me about the word interesting is that it says absolutely everything but means absolutely nothing.
Thank you, Blake. And why do I use that word often? Because it's interesting.
Like,
Yeah, I had a friend many years ago that he would say interesting, and so I picked that up, and so we use it specifically at specific times when you're like extra trying to flip the table. So it's interesting.
Yeah. Well, listen,
and that's all I'm gonna say.
This outfit would have been interesting in a whole nother show, performance, place, theme, Chuck E. Cheese, where
we'll see it on
kid can still be a kid. Listen, I hope she's hireable for birthday parties because this right here is the top of the cake. Goodbye, Eureka. We'll be back to you later in a second. On to the hunchback that never happened, which is good old Ginger Minch here. I don't know if you're a top or if there was just some sort of corset, because I know you was also cinched up. Yes, you were also cinched up a bit here. So you would have had difficulties doing that anyways. But what did y'all take from Ginger Minch's performance du jour?
They really made her look awkward, and I feel so bad because she did not. It wasn't necessary. Like Blake said, like they should have made everybody look like
she had great lyrics.
The lyrics were great, but it was like the dancer interactions and the dance and the choreography made it just very uncomfortable to watch, and it wasn't even her fault.
That had great fucking lyrics. I was like, damn, this sucks. She knows how to. Blake, Blue, Wall. Me?
I mean, I said what I said about Ginger. I love Ginger. I just think that this wasn't her shining moment, and it wasn't her fault that it wasn't her shining moment.
Yeah.
Mimi.
I think the choreography had a little rigor mortis in it overall when you see who's shown and who was rolling around like a potato based on the choreography they were given.
Dun, 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 dun,
I mean, and somebody had a nice little handkerchief moment,
but
somebody else is rolling around like a potato. I don't know.
Eureka did
interesting.
Eureka was rolling around like a whole log, honey. They had a log competition with some lumberjacks over there on that stage, bitch. You would have thought this was ESPN too.
Oh, and there's some when we go forward into that final shot of like who's wearing things that have reveals and make them look lumpy, and then the ones who are just kind of round and don't have anything to reveal, and everybody has a very similar silhouette. At that moment, I'm like, oh my god, what's happening?
It was like one of those, child. Here we go. Listen, Ginger, it was a cute moment. I them two together, I was like, okay. Boot Scoot Boogie is really what we just got from this with a bunch of shirtless guys. This was giving me drive-through. Yeah.
I used to love a drive-through.
Oh, I still like them.
They came back in the Panini, didn't they?
Yeah, there's like 2 in Houston that you can go to. They do double features. It's like you pay for 2 movies and you got to sit through both. So I'd be down for it. Get your food, sitting there. Bathroom's clean. We'll be fine. Kylie, hey, baby. Listen, I actually like this personally. I thought she was very soft, and also it was like she was very smooth with her motions and things together, but I really got a very sexy appeal from her. Mama knows how to make love to the camera. It's a great shot, by the way.
Yes.
But like she knows the lens, and that's where I give Kylie all this coots, because when it comes to performances like these, if she knows the choreography, we'll be fine. Yeah, and that's just how it works. So what y'all think of Kylie's performances with this?
She actually had the least amount of bars. She only had like 4 lines.
Yeah, 4.
She completed the assignment. I felt like she felt the most natural of the four, because Eureka was from Battlestar Galactica, Ginger was on the floor humping, which looked odd and awkward, and we'll talk about Raj in a moment, looking like a table. But this was great.
I say
This
Yogi
looked
about
like-
to rob Rob.
I mean, if we go,
it looked like it matched.
Okay.
Every time you say Battlestar Galactica, I want to say Battlestar Chromatica because that's what I see.
I think the best thing for me about this look from Kylie is because it references my fave, which is Michael Jackson. Like that jacket is straight Billie Jean, and that glove is like, I was like, I see you giving me the performance like of your life with this. She looked great. She had the least amount of lines, but like she was memorable to me, more memorable than Eureka.
Yeah.
I was here for it, to be honest. Yeah, this was good. I had a whole point. It's gone. All right.
Thank you, Paloma.
Yeah, basically. All right. So on to If I Had a Picnic Basket Today. Raja she's still slayed. She's still slayed. But what I say, girl, it was someone put on that Frankie Beverly and let's get this barbecue started.
It's like the fabric from last season's All-Star where they had to do the backyard pageant.
Girl, and Kelly Rowland's wig, honey. Mm-hmm. You know what?
Early days. Early days.
And I need you. And I
she's on the two-way using Microsoft Excel.
No matter
get a
what
response.
Yes, that was so weird. No one used that device in any video except for her. It's like, what?
And then you use it wrong.
What we're gonna do is Kelly Rowland out of this. We're gonna leave Kelly Rowland out of this.
Raja knows she's Kelly, and she'll take it too. She'll be like, "What's wrong with Kelly?" I'm like,
Bitch, I thought she was getting like redhead Fantasia impersonator.
Yes.
wow.
Can I take you there? Can I take you there?
Right? I was on my mind. Oh. When I see you.
One time my sister checked me. My sister, she was like, Jamel, how come Fantasia always talk about the past? And I cackled. I was like, you're right, girl, you're right.
Okay, but if we're gonna
Wow.
do that, she's not the only one.
Wow.
You know, but it was fun. It was funny.
Wow.
Stop
Matty
it.
just went to another dimension and came back. He went plaid.
Like every song now, Dooley, I'm so mad. Did not think about that. I did not think about that. Poor thing. Just like Taylor's music be putting me to bed, girl. She's like, baby, it's the liquor. No, girl, it's not the liquor. It's that tone. Oh, excuse me. Sorry, everybody. Fantasia Rowland looks great here, and we are really appreciating it. Raja was cutting the fuck up. I was like, glad you got that choreography. Boom, boom. The boots were cute too. Low key,
Didn't match though.
she looked like Monique Hart right here in this shot. Low
She
key.
do look like Monique Hart here.
Well, to me, it feels like obviously everything she brought was purple, right? But she made this outfit there on site based on the theme, right? Using the
Correct.
fabrics on the fabric wall, and she
Correct.
went Americana based on whatever fabrics were close to it. But she didn't have no red and white boots packed.
But as
That
someone
little
said
purple with
earlier,
little red accents in there,
red and blue make purple. So
Yeah. It's a magic eye. Just cross your eyes, Mimi. It'll get it there for you.
Oh no, I love it. But you know what I mean? It's just like I love that. It's just like resourceful queen. I'm a resourceful queen, so I appreciate that.
But Raja is notorious for finding boots that don't match her outfit.
But wasn't everything purple this season? So everything was
Ankle
just purple.
gray suede. Yes.
She had a purple outfit with gray boots, and
I will never forgive that.
with red outfit.
It was like, wake up, wake up. I'm like, girl, I'm looking down. Hold on, sis. I love you, but and the lyrics, so that's the song you have to listen to, not the video. So, no shade. I love you, Raja. Girl, that was a choice. Let's continue. But these two, I thought, did the best out of the four. If you're gonna do groups and have the choreography together, chemistry wise,
I agree.
As a whole, with this production number song,
Interesting.
did you download it? Comment.
Hell no.
no. The other thing I thought was weird was why have this guy do a backflip when Kylie is right there?
She did
That
one, but they
part.
showed half of it. Did you see the little walkover she did? I was like, so we're only
I
showing
saw the
half of
walkover.
that? Because she goes always into that. She got that hair down. Kaboosh. But
when I saw her live 2 weeks ago, she like always does this to like make sure it gets out of her face. I'm like, yes, Kylie, you better
and
know
it's
what to
soft
do.
as hell too, right? Like it's just very like smooth. But I love watching her perform. She's very, very flowy, very floetic. She knows her body. It's good. I always love people who can turn a little something. Y'all, okay, listen. Lil Nas X did it better. Next, all right, let's keep going. Speaking of which, shout out to Lil Nas X. I appreciate the trolling you are doing with this baby
So
belt.
good.
So
It's so good. It's funny. It's hilarious.
I love it. And Boosie,
We'll save it for her. We'll get her later.
yeah,
blowing a
because
blood vessel every morning.
I mean, Boomba. Okay, let me stop. RuPaul, what is happening?
She's getting naked. That's what's happening.
And still wearing a white woman's like nude on her sass. Like, girl, do you not know your color?
There must not be a mirror in that house. Okay,
Well, the top and the legs don't match either.
Jamarco Flag, you come laughing about. Listen, this isn't Super Queen. This is not Super Queen. This ain't it. I don't like it. I love you, Rue. You know I love you, hero. But like, I mean, not. But yeah, you know this right here.
She's a poopy queen.
This just seems quick and in a hurry.
I like the garment, but like the other aspects of it's kind of like I like the color. I like the shimmer.
I like the fabric.
Cut of it, the fabric. I like the cut of it. It's kind
Huh.
I love the makeup. The makeup to me was really cute, especially in the close-ups.
I like
She's
her
been
face.
stamped all season. Like Rue has been stamped all season.
Good job, Rafe. Mm-hmm. I mean, you have no problem painting a black woman's face, so. All right.
Wow. 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 Wow.
And that's where I move my bang back. So, category is well, it was easy. It was low hanging fruit. It was some eleganza extravaganza that somebody didn't even follow. I forgot. Was it grand finale extravaganza? Eleganza extravaganza, something of the sorts. Long words. Eureka. I'll be real. This is the best you have ever looked on this goddamn show, in my opinion. I thought it was hot to try.
Okay.
Yep.
The Bob Mackie reference, it was all there. The little tassels of fur. Oh, I thought that was expensive looking. The heart looks cheap, but I understand why you have it there. I give this a puss. I loved it.
I agree.
And it fit so well. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I thought this fit really well, y'all. Some of y'all say
Proportionizing.
No, she looks great. Eureka looks fan-fucking-tastic.
Yeah.
Right.
that we're here check. That's what that gives. It's
Mhm.
very much that. Like, bro, that's
Mhm.
HBO money right there. Shangela better have an outfit just like this, and Bob too, when we see you walk in episode 4 in this, because I dare it to be. You know,
I was
you
gonna
be
say,
fighting
watch
outfits.
us see it next season.
Right. She came in the workroom with a We're Here season 1 outfit. I said, really,
Yeah.
this week? Oh,
I
okay.
remember.
Got it. Fuck the fans who watch shows and expect something new, I guess. No, I'm just kidding. Eureka,
Fuck
it was-
our drag.
I can't afford that. There you go. But I thought was spectacular. Very Cher. Ginger Mint. Oh my God, I love this so
We need more of
much.
this.
Me?
'cause
This is the best.
everything.
This is the best that Ginger has looked.
This was everything.
Everything.
Jamar.
Y'all like that?
Ooh. Shame the devil.
Y'all like
Call
that?
Jamar.
Y'all like this?
I
I
guess.
like this.
I like this on her.
Correct.
Yeah. Yeah.
On her.
Yes.
She just needs some bamboo earrings. Supersonic. Supersonic.
I mean, the wig looks great, but
I ain't said bamboo. Boo. I hate you, Julia. Boo. Why bamboo? I'm so bad. Listen.
It matched the wig and the garment.
And look at her face. Her
Like-
face looks amazing.
I'm gonna help Jamar. Listen, I'm
don't-
gonna send you some kindness. I know that bun's got some nerve in there, girl. You're releasing it slowly with Steve, but I'm trying to help you. compared to everything else she's worn this season.
I don't know.
That's
what
God
episode
touching
it
you,
was.
asking for favor. Try again.
I don't know what episode it was. I think it was when Michelle was like, "Don't never change your makeup." That was probably my favorite.
Which look
I
was
don't
that?
remember what she wore for that one.
And she's actually wearing a heel here that's not chunky.
Right?
It's the dress that make her look like she's a girl.
Oh,
It's the shape of the dress. It's the shape. I was like, I don't. It's
I
not
do
like-
origami on the side as a hobby, so I am here for the origami realness.
Lala Ree's bag look mega evolution.
Wow.
If Lala had more time.
Wow.
That's what Lala saw in her head.
I sort of agree with Jamar. I initially thought it was
Mhm.
very busy. When I looked at it more, I understand it. So it took me a second with this one. I think for me, it's so different from what I've seen her in that
Mhm.
is the elevation I was asking of her the
Mhm.
entire season for the runway. And the
Not the
fact
other.
that it actually gives her a shape, in my opinion, because she's doing this, but you can clearly see where the bust
There's
is.
lines.
A peplum moment out with all of the fabric. The legs are being shown, giving her some
Mm.
length.
She
I'm
looks
trying.
glamour.
Yeah. This
Glamour
felt
tells us
expensive.
glamour.
This felt I've been on Broadway and I have money. This felt check. You know what I mean? Jay Lee's corner, she looked like she fell into a bag of colored tissues.
Wow.
Oh no.
If she was upside down and we put her into a bag, we could gift her to somebody for their birthday. However, I still enjoy this outfit, but damn you, Jay Lee, that was funny. But I did like this. I thought this was cute, challenge. The same dream about the candy man hairdo, but okay, now this one we have to have this conversation with because people are actually okay. Eleganza extravaganza is a part of the category, as well as a finale look. Kylie came out in a bathing corset suitable moment with a little bit of Tesla.
This
America.
looked like somebody called a drag queen on July 4th and was like, I need another host for bingo. Can you do
Wow.
it?
That part. It also gave me
It's bingo.
and I don't mean this to be like profane, but like it gives me a Renaissance version of RuPaul's garment from Tu Wong Fu. Like she was trying to pay homage in that. As Rachel Tension, like she was trying to pay homage in that way.
I thought that's what she was doing initially in my head.
That's what I did too. And this is the extravaganza, eleganza category for the finale, the crown and the coins for All Star 6. And this is not hitting in the same way. It's not.
Nothing about this says finale. Nothing.
It's not.
Kylie has never really been like big with like her looks. They've been very I'm naked.
That's why I said on brand, Jamar, in my review. I was like, this is on
Her
brand.
like most drag look was the one I think she did for the drag tots with the witch.
Yeah.
No, don't forget the frills look.
With jellyfish.
She wore that same wig for her final lip sync. But the frills look was like draggy and like bigger than this.
But something should have been either the hair should have been big, something should have been somewhere.
I think what she was wearing to be crowned in was more of an eleganza extravaganza number than what this is giving. This I could have seen her lip thinking in.
Yeah,
I agree with that. Like it just we all can come up with 101 critiques that they've given to other girls across the season where like yes, you can have a brand or an aesthetic or a thing, but like you still have to allow for that to like translate into the category. And she did not get that critique here, and I was baffled.
It's literally a Willem photo shoot look.
It do look like that.
Girls.
It do look like that.
I used to love those videos.
I have to boot this. I have to. I'm sorry.
Listen, someone said, Bobby, now you saw my review, friend. I said this is car show. All team. And this is specifically for an American-made vehicle. This would be the Ford show or possibly a new Corvette. Yeah, something of a 3-year gonna last that long. You know what you talk about American cars. You already know what's up. You know what's up. The 100,000 miles, my ass. Anywho, Kylie, I thought this was on brand for me personally, which is why I wasn't as affected. But I also go, this is not the motherfucking category. If this was just be yourself, I get it. But this is not the category.
Yeah,
but, you know, she does
you
look
look
good.
beautiful though. You look gorgeous. So
we can never, that cannot be taken. Do you hear me, girl? If you listen, Never.
Mhm.
Don't ever let nobody call you ugly, girl. I'll pop them from across the over here in Texas. Okay.
She is one of the most stunning queens to ever walk Drag Race.
True.
Yeah.
Baby, this is all right.
Titties,
This is all right.
Titties is fitting,
That
girl.
chest is right. It's just bow, bitch. What is the tea? But again, not the assignment. That's why we get frowns.
I have to give this a moot. I don't hate it. But it's not extravaganza eleganza enough. Like, I think this exemplifies like a major critique of you making all your own stuff. Like, sometimes you just get in your mode and you get in your focus and you need a little variation, a little zhuzh, a little extra. And I feel like for this particular runway look for Raja, she could have used a little extra, another little perspective. I don't think she looks bad by any means, but like it's missing that je ne sais quoi. Like, it needs a little some extra, a little something.
Yeah.
I was talking to a friend of the show, Keisha Carr, and she said that it looks crunchy and like it looks like it makes noise. And I was like,
not crunchy.
I was like, Keisha, I agree with it. It looks like it makes noise. Like, it doesn't. And so I agree with you, Julie. Like, I think she looks gorgeous, but like you needed something else. I'm like, is that velvet?
So mad at Keisha, right?
I'm imagining somebody walking down the hallway.
It's the fact that I could actually picture the sound.
Like you can hear it. Like,
Stop.
I just hit my dog by accident because she's under the blanket. Oh my God, you made me fall out. Wow.
Oh my God. Okay, so I thought this was a beautiful number. I thought it was a beautiful look. Yes, that's the same wig from the season 11 finale. Yes, that's the same wig for the girls who called it, but it's still a beautiful number. I'm glad she got to rewear it again in this beautiful moment here, as well as all the other girls that rewear wigs. It's wigs. They're gonna be put on again. Can't be just once. I'm so mad he said it sounds, because now I can. It's in my ears. It's not leaving. Stop it. Okay, I like this. I know she made this, and I think that's why I feel more like into it, because I'm like, girl, once again, like, you just know what the fuck you're doing, and you're very well with the construction. And I love that she continued on with the purple theme here. I didn't hate it or I'm not saying y'all hate it. Excuse me, that's not the right word. I didn't dislike it as much as y'all did. So yeah, I kind of was here for this look for her. I was like, oh, but this could have been a big moment. And then again, Kylie came out in that. So there you go.
Some people thought it was like a good bookend from her making her first dress of the first episode in purple, and this kind of being like the final dress. It was like nice little package.
This was 5 minutes. That first one was just a minute.
It to me seems like, we with the looks we got from last season's All-Star or last All-Stars finale, like with Jujubee's like Buddha inspired like look, which was fan fucking tastic, and Shay's like pageant realness realm. Like, it was like I needed more. I need more.
But like, this is very, I like this. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. I could see.
I like it.
Maybe different styling for this to make it like something else. But like, I like it. I like it.
I also think the issue is that
her mug is
because the lights behind her are purple, she kind of falls into the lights also. Like, it doesn't, she doesn't stand out from the light.
They should have gave her a different color lighting for that walk, like they do for other.
And
her face is mugged. The face is mugged. They did that a couple of times with them for certain queens. They have a blue outfit, all blue lights. It's like, what are you doing? You just wash them out. Some girls are like, let's change it, make it warm so it actually makes sense. Jamar, what's happening here?
Because I know what conversation we're about to get to.
Saging.
I knew it was saging. I saw that white smoke and I was like, Lord, Jamar done brought
that
out
is some
the
sage.
I fucking live, Jamar. I fucking live.
I know what
yes,
conversation we're about to get to.
Well,
yes, ma'am.
You know what, Jamar? I'm happy that after a fucking month of not being here, this bitch is giving food. Don't you say this hoe just stared today. Okay,
She's giving you props. She's giving you
Okay.
energy.
Yes.
Girl,
She's giving you faces.
You needed to go to Puerto Rico real quick. Come right
Buns.
back off.
I was just gonna put it in the StreamYard private chat, Jamar. Is that safe? You bastard.
So wait, I saw smudging and I said, child, let me look down. I said, oh, this
Like, let's get this bad juju out of here.
I can't listen. This was the panel. Cool. We got it. Great. Okay. Next. Let's see here. No, I'm not going to do that. Michelle, you look fabulous, darling. You did.
Stunning.
We enjoyed this
amazing.
moment. I did like this jacket. I enjoyed this one as well.
Mm-hmm. I want that gold one.
I do too. Ross's jacket was fucking.
Did
thick.
you see
I
the
want
print
that
on
jacket.
it? Like the old school wallpaper from like a hotel with 5-star quality. Bitch, I was like, oh, okay. I did like the jacket.
I want that jacket.
Yeah.
And
was like,
Michelle's
okay.
shirt.
Yeah, that blouse is stunned. That giant
Mhm.
bow. She's giving me very much
It's
Ooh.
Pussy Bow.
a pussy bow. Mm-mm.
Mm.
A wet
Vanderpump
lip.
realness.
Okay. Doom, 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 doom. They had
This
these
is an
weird,
interesting lineup.
right? They had like
Yeah.
this weird moment of sort of, this is everything we liked, but you had this moment here, and then it led them into having this speech like, you should choose me, versus asking them why they should be chosen.
Yeah, I agree.
That was weird.
Because we usually get the dun-dun-dun, this your final moment. Why should you be America? And the other girls shouldn't. Yeah.
There was no setup. It was just like, okay, lead in, lead in, lead in. And now
Mhm.
we're talking about what you want to be here for. And some of you begged. Some of you.
Bravo.
Wow. Ain't too proud to beg.
So no Untucked, but they're back here onto the main stage again, and everybody's dressed to kill. Yeah.
Some of them look a little dead, but
No.
what?
3 are dressed to kill. 1 is dressed like she's, doing Thursday night.
I'm about to drag one of them in a second, but Shea Coulee, winner of
This
All
is
Stars
amazing.
5. Unfortunately, Jada Essence Hall doesn't get winner next to her name. I'll
Hello?
continue.
It just said season 12.
Mhm.
Like, oh, I'm sorry. Was that because you had it for Oh, I'll stop, but we'll be quiet. Did you forget to change that? Okay, next. I'm still standing. Shea Coulee, you then premiered this video. I haven't watched it yet. It looks fabulous. This was amazing. Pussy down. I got beautiful sweet dreams. But I know it's many other references, but I was thinking of Beyonce Mother's Birthday. So go on, Shea. Go on. Back to the family reunion again. I love this screenshot, but I also hate it for many reasons.
I like the screenshot.
What are you about to do?
I hate.
What are you about to do?
Girl,
I don't
girl.
like the way that this was produced. Like,
What are
on
you
one
about to
hand, like,
do?
yes, we got to see the girls lip sync by themselves and there wasn't anyone competing for space. But y'all know how they do with the editing and they be cutting pieces. So I feel like we really didn't get to see what all the girls were giving.
Eureka.
And why does it feel like they're leaning into the trip as a reason why to give?
Oh,
the
we'll
award?
get there because I screenshotted that motherfucker. I'm sorry, Jamar. What were you saying?
I was saying, oh no, we're gonna talk about it when we get there.
Because this, I'm still stuck on this here for Stupid Love. And they knew what the song was. It wasn't a surprise. Jan was over somewhere seething in New York.
Crying.
Jan
is mad.
Jan is
Angry crying. Angry crying.
I mean, Akira
Like-
is pissed.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh.
This
Trinity
also
can't go
reminds
next.
me.
This went down too.
This also reminds me of season 10 when they did the finale lip sync to Call Me Mother and they were all in gowns and we were like, bitch, why?
That was one of the biggest ways of a lip sync to ever grace this drag race stage.
We
That is
live
not a
for that
gown
song.
song. Yeah, that
It's
you
not a
know,
gown song.
everybody should have been in the cat suit.
Everybody.
It should have been a
Everybody.
Power Ranger fight. Like it should have been a Smash Brothers.
This drama. I was ready for it, and it was
Bitch,
like, oh,
we should have heard 3, 2, 1, fight.
No. I was ready for it, and we didn't get that moment, and I'm sad about
I
it.
was waiting for Peach to go. Never
We
happened.
also didn't get the Chi Chi DeVane, Kennedy Davenport. I need safety gear lip sync that we deserve for All Stars 3, and I would never forgive them for that.
Never, ever, ever.
I was ready to have my eyebrows singed off, and
Because they could have made it happen for no reason. They've done other things before.
for no reason.
Hello. The whole voting thing.
You know how to take a rig, okay, and just rigmarole, just ruin it for everybody. You know how to make people upset. You know what to do.
I was so excited for that. I was like, oh, bitch, we finna get it. We finna get it. We got to put
I
on our
want to
riot
say
gear.
something about this comment.
Okay, Mimi, read it off for us, baby.
With all due respect, it's the pattern of not letting Silky back, TKB gone next, and Raja not winning for me. RuPaul's Cracker Barrel Era Part 2. It's giving me a little bit. We gave you enough of your brown winners and let us get back to programming as Stan. We gave you enough BLM representation. We're going to go back to programming as it was before, because that's what I've been feeling a little bit this season, but I didn't want to say it, but that comment like brought it out in me.
Now,
if I can say something to Mimi. Matty,
I'm done. I'm done.
I love it when you may.
I think you are absolutely right, but I also think that what we got at the end of the season was RuPaul understanding for 2.5 years you've had an issue with 1, folks of color, and 2, trans people. And so what she gave us all throughout 2020 was all of your winners are Black. Now, although all of those winners I do believe are fully deserving of their wins, all of your winners are Black.
Yes.
What we get now is y'all have talked about me for the past 10.5 years that I've been on TV. You will finally get the thing that you have dragged me and my fracking ass through the mud for.
Yes.
But wouldn't it, I feel like it would have been much easier, especially as an adult with the platform, to like come out publicly and be like, you know what, y'all, I
Maddie's
fucked
like,
up.
I want to get on the race.
Just be like, I fucked up. I'm sorry. The information's been presented to me. I now have a different understanding. Whoomp to whoomp. Like that feels like it would have been much easier than to go through the rigmarole of doing it in this fashion.
I mean, it's not Rue's job to save Stacey Lane Matthews from an eviction. However, well, she was facing eviction and needed help, and nobody really from the community of paid
I follow her on all her platforms.
It was the fans that jumped in.
She's been having a lot of difficulty with money. With bookings, and then COVID kind of fucked that up.
Where do you? I want to know this first, so we continue, because I think y'all can better explain this for me. Where do you feel that this is being reduced?
It's not a reduction. It's just having a conversation. We can have a conversation about all the things in the room. We can have a winner who's very well deserving in the room, but we can also have a problematic host, queen of a queendom who's trying to be the UN of drag to take over the world. We should be able to.
More than one thing can be true at a time.
Right.
Thank you for making it sound better than I could.
I got you.
Part of it is like, what's the criteria for winning? Because if you were saying I'm picking my winner based on the person who I think has improved the most this season, absolutely, Kylie is the best. She has had, bar none, the best transformation this season. Like where we saw her in episode 1 and where we see her in the finale, what she's gone through is amazing. The bitch who's most prepared, you're talking about Raja and Ginger. They came to win and they had all of their ducks in a row. Eureka was, thank you for coming.
Yeah.
I also think, Blake, I would add, I feel like this season is very much giving me them doubling down on elements that they've tried to elevate in past seasons that have flopped. So number one, remixing the lip sync assassins. Because we were like, girl, why are these girls here if they're not giving us nothing? They did that. They wanted to show that a girl from an early season can come back and actually produce and like do something. I feel like that was also being like tapped here, plus all the other things that we said. I think there were many things that were at play here that kind of, had an impact.
Thank God for Pringles. Saved my life there. Listen. So here's the thing about this too, when it comes to the game where the producers and of course the head honcho in charge can be put into the hot seat here. It's also the queens themselves with the decisions they make based off of how the fuck we respond to shit that then makes them feel some kind of way. You know what I'm saying? So then it's like, well, I can't send her home because if I send her home, they're going to say, I don't like trans women. If I send her home, they're going to say, I don't like black people. Well, maybe she shows she's having a bad attitude. I can get her out this time. It's like, now they're having to play a game with inside a game and inside another game because there's a social game outside the show that literally is going to be their bread and butter that makes them survive. If they're a villain on the show, they're not going to be given jobs. If they're loved, they'll get everything they need and then some. If the producers want them to love them, they'll make it happen. And some people just don't you ever see again. And it's not even the queen's fault. They show up to DragCon, they show up to these gigs, but where are we at because they didn't get first? Come on now. That's why I don't want to say that we're taking away her win. She got the win. It's hers. I can't say nothing against it.
And she deserves it. Like I think she
it's just the path we took there that we're all saying that's where we're like. And
we can have a conversation about DragCon also, because DragCon is also mother making mother's money and charging the children an appearance fee to have their booth.
Oh girl, oh yes, baby.
Tammy Brown.
They don't even get a discount.
I'll never forget that day.
I have a friend who you know represents some girls, and I have helped them put the booths together, and I learned a lot about DragCon that I did not know before. They got to pay for the booth. It is. You got to pay for the booth. You got to pay for the electricity. If you have a little element or something in the booth, you got to pay for square footage. If you want Wi-Fi, you got to pay for that. Girl, they had to pay $50 for a trash can last time we was there in 2019. Like they be nickel and diming the girl. So it's you're contractually obligated to be there for a certain number of years, depending on when your season was, and then you got to come out of pocket for your little setup and all the little dramatics for your booth, and you got to pay for merch.
Preach. And so that's why you see certain girls with bigger spaces than others. Mimi, I'm first, even though no one's showing up, because they're putting in all that money to bring the bitches in because they want to have everybody be there. Now you look at these other girls and are like, oh, they ain't do shit, so they have a small booth. No, sweetheart, it costs a lot. And we're talking about multiple days. That's per day. That's per day.
They go into it in the red. And so every day they're doing their bookkeeping, hoping to be in the green by Saturday. So Sunday they can coast a little bit and pack up feeling happy about the weekend and not having to hustle discounted merch on Sunday.
And that's why me and Matt always talk about supporting all the girls at DragCon, because you can definitely feel the energy. All the fan favorites, the traditional fan favorites, all their shit is booked, bitch. The black girls, the trans queens, it'd be one or two people in a booth, and I feel so bad. Like it's so heartbreaking because people are having a response based upon somebody's edited appraisal of what they did in a season versus like who they are as a queen and what their talent is and what they give.
And
like
that's why
it's real fucked up.
After the show, I make sure of it, no matter how I felt about you as a queen, about on the show, whether I liked you or not, I'm going to tip you goddamn dollars because this is what you fucking do. And I'm going to be the help. I'm going to help in this process. I didn't like you on there, but this is not about there. It's about what you're doing now. And,
but it's also the opportunities present to some of those girls post the show like just aren't equitable. So like, you know, Gigi gets a Moschino campaign. Stacey Lane Grant isn't getting that campaign.
Yeah.
So the money that Gigi's able to, like, you know, you can do something different with your DragCon booth because you're getting paid just in a different way. Whereas Stacey is relying on you girls in Robeson County, North Carolina, not Back Swamp, because there is no Back Swamp. She's relying on you girls in Robeson County to help her out.
I mean, this goes into the local girls too, who are also the ones that are the driving forces in the communities that these people are coming from, who are going to those bars going, where's Ginger, or where's Eureka, or where's Kylie, where's Raja? But there's 5 of the motherfuckers on the lineup who are just as bad as these bitches who haven't been on the show yet because their tape just hasn't been picked yet. Like, it's very interesting to see. And after living in LA, that's when I learned a lot about the drag scene, especially like I was there, but now I'm like, oh, okay. If y'all go out and you see these people performing, tip for the love of God. It is not a good look. I'm just gonna be real with you.
They just haven't been put on the show yet. They're still the same girl before and after the show. They just have the exposure now. They just have RuPaul. But
I'm gonna piggyback off of both of y'all. For the love of God, Jesus Tyrone Christ. Please stop going up to these local girls telling them that, oh, you're giving me a TKB aesthetic. Oh, God. Oh, you're giving me a Raja. No, you're giving me a Wendy Ho aesthetic because that's who that bitch is. You're giving me you're giving me a Lucy Stool aesthetic because that's who that bitch. Stop comparing the drag of the girls on the show to what the girls in the local scene are giving. And also, please stop thinking y'all are fucking Michelle with every time you go up in the club appraising these girls' costumes and drags. Please, like you look like an idiot. You're pissing the queen off. Like, just please.
You will sit there and see me in the club And no matter how I feel about whatever, I'm not about to sit here and judge this baby. I'm here for the show. I don't need to go, oh, her outfit's gross, I'm not going to tip her. How dare I? Give her some fucking money so she can make a better outfit, bitch.
Bingo.
What I am going to
Oh, and if you don't have money, go online and support these babies. You tell them how much
That
you
part.
love them. You get in their comment section and you praise and you let them know what they're doing is great. If you don't have no money, that's also paying somebody. A compliment is expensive.
Yeah.
I have seen many a girl. Oh yes, this is giving me an Alaska. No, baby. Alaska's not the arbiter of weird or different drag. Like there are many perspectives. People can give you whatever they get. Like, please stop doing that.
And they're saying it to the girls who have been in the scene longer than some of the girls they're comparing it to. So
That part.
their aesthetic has been there, but they probably were inspired by the bitches on RuPaul.
My God. Okay.
That part. That part.
Shall we get into the mixture?
Okay, here we go,
the
baby.
song is Stupid Love. It's by Lady Gaga. These are your contestants. I kind of like it when they do it separately, but I enjoy when they actually film it and don't edit it manically. This was a manic edit for me.
Yeah.
Ginger
giving Trisha Paytas in the edit.
Very, I love you.
That's true, Mimi.
Jesus. Very that Trisha Paytas, Mimi, okay? I love you, Jesus.
I
Poor
love
woman.
you, Jesus.
Poor woman. Poor woman. Let's see here. I can't take Trisha seriously. I can't. Not that face. Quack quack.
Well, you said manic, so you know.
Mimi. Eureka is all right. Ginger is pointing towards the crown a lot, some reason. Kylie is spinning as much as she can possibly do in this dress. And Raja was only given a few seconds to envelop our souls because I was missing my sister just a tad bit.
And the two times we saw her, she was doing the same thing, unfortunately.
And she has that protractor split that I'm like, oh, y'all, I mean, there we go. I mean, we can find our way around the globe, but we're not going to be able to get to a split if we don't get there. You know what I'm saying? So, like, Kylie trips over her coat. It is slowed down into a Marvel Universe speed. Or Wonder Woman 1.
Then through the shield, we waited for the shield to connect.
Or Wonder Woman, the first one, because every time Wonder Woman fought someone, I was like, so do we? Why do we have to watch her in installments? Anywho, she rolled, she caught it. It was lovely. I was like, it was a good save. Who would have known unless they would have slowed it down and showed us?
Wow.
Just saying for y'all who are like, she did that. She did, but we wouldn't have known it to be that deep had they not highlighted that.
It took me back. Also took me back to season 1 with the Kasha and her fall and her little spin and pose.
Thank you, Julie.
Boom, and it was like all the judges saying,
she was like,
she said, swoop,
swoop.
It's the swoop for me.
We would never have known. I would just assume she did a little rollout and then laid on the ground if that was the case. But you wanted to make sure we was right there for that little fall, baby. But thank you for letting us know. I guess we'll hold it into our judging with our scorecards here, if you will too. Raja, boom, boom, boom. Eureka.
I just realized her shoe is like a half an inch high too.
She didn't have on no, Eureka's heels were definitely made for the earth, and Raja was going to heaven. So there you have it.
Yeah.
One was going to hell and one was on the way up. Okay. When you up and it's stuck, listen.
Okay, Cardi.
The girl on the left works at P Valley. The girl on the right works at Pound Town.
Olive Garden.
Cracker Barrel. Come on,
hostess.
Yes. Blake, get out of me. As soon as we said it, hostess.
Intamin.
Let me finish my chip. Oh, it broke.
Oh,
okay. Wait. No. Still good. 2 seconds. Okay. I'm sorry.
Work.
Don't try too softly. It didn't happen. Okay.
Oh Paloma, oh Paloma, oh Paloma, oh Paloma.
Ginger and Eureka were giving us more like comedy, which I guess is an aesthetic that they give during lip syncs. It was
It's hard
interesting.
to give for
They-
season, though.
Shout out to this shoe Ginger has on though. This is a cute pump for her.
Yeah,
I agree.
Yeah, I agree.
I
It's a really
agree.
cute pump.
It's been a minute since we've seen one on her, so we appreciate it. The biscuits had to rest. Maybe this is the biscuit after it rises.
Wow.
Stop it. Okay.
Into a baguette.
I just, even though I just hated that Kylie was in this dress for Stupid Love. I thought it was stupid. I thought that Eureka and her looked dumb in dresses for this song. Like, you're going to jump up and down and give Scarlett in the Cher song. Like, really? Are we about to do that today? That's all I'm saying. But then again, look at Ginger. Mama, this is the pose you made. I didn't make this happen through editing. You are literally doing the shake and bake and turn of the crown and back and comedy. And it was like, oh, okay. So you don't want this. That's how I felt. You did better with phone. I don't know. Maybe
it's not
'cause
something
Stupid Love
that's in her wheelhouse. Like Ginger doesn't do songs like Stupid Love. Like,
Yeah.
I kind of feel for her. Like, she wouldn't. This is not in her bubble, girl.
But does she do songs like Lizzo also?
No, but if that's also a song that you can make
It's a
funny.
playful one. Yeah.
Where the hell my phone? Where the hell my
And the playing off of Mayhem worked too because they were playing off of
Yeah.
each other.
Yeah, she's here upstairs by herself in her room, trying to dance in front of her dolls, asking for a clap, and nobody's giving it. And she has to remind herself that once again, mommy and daddy are fighting. So,
Wow.
thanks, Jen. We appreciate the height in the heel there. Kylie's actually in mid jump here, everybody, in case you didn't see her levitating from the ground. Yeah, because that's what she was doing. All right. So there goes the crown. Hi, crown. You're important. There are 4 people here who really want to have you, but only one's going to get you. There is no necessary drum roll because we've talked about this for 1 hour and 51 minutes, but Kylie Sonique Love was the winner. I mean, everybody looked happy, maybe because it was filming number 10 and they were done having to have this moment again.
I heard that they
tweeted
taped
this.
several, if not multiple options for who was going to do what and when, and this is the one that they chose. So. Go ahead, Mimi.
I tweeted back at you, Julie, that to me it must be so awkward because they all film. Come on, they all film the winning scene, right? And so they all have to stand in line and pretend to be happy, and the one that wins has to pretend to be happy to win, and it just to me has to be so fucking awkward at this point because we all know what they're doing.
It looked like people were tired, and no shade. Again, it's like happy you won, but it's also like y'all. I know y'all were sleepy because that was a lot to do.
Like
a lot of
11:30 at night, and they've been up since 6.
Okay. Yeah. Jump up and down, scream, show how happy you are that you lost.
Right. It's like, oh my God, go ahead, bitch. You better work.
I work, bitch.
Kylie must have been like number 3 or 4 in line for the solo ones because she's just like, oh, this feels so good. It's like, girls, the popcorn finished. Like, what's happening here?
Is the bus still running?
Do they have dinner for us yet?
Listen, I loved it.
Can I have my phone?
That part. Can I have my phone, please? We're done filming, right? This is a finish, right? Rumor has it they filmed for all solo and duo crowning combos. I really wish it was a duo this time, to be honest.
That's what I heard too, girl.
So
I got that same too.
This will be the last photo to get into our final points here in reference for the celebration that was. Listen, for me personally, this was a season I would have loved a double crowning. Not to say that one didn't deserve it over the other, but it felt like a lot of them together in a group wise were really good, and that 2 of them made sense versus one previously that was done. So that's how I felt at the end of it. I was happy Kylie won, but I was also like, damn, they could have done a double for this.
Yeah.
But even in that double, it's Kylie and your double win.
Kylie and Raja was one of my picks for the 2.
Yeah.
I will say that Ginger and Raja was my other double. Solos were Ginger and Raja. No shade to Kylie, but Kylie was my 3rd, and Eureka was never in the equation.
Right.
Not to be me.
No scenario of the season ending where neither Raja nor Ginger left away with nothing.
Yeah.
Just and I mean, Mama's got $60,000. You know what I'm saying? She can get new bricks on her little patio out there. You know what I'm talking about? Get the yard work. I'm sure,
Yeah.
Ginger. But
like $12,000 in taxes out, she still got some coins.
I got to pay for that air conditioning bill.
But still, like, and I preface this by saying that this is not Kylie's fault. You know, she did what she did. It was amazing. It was great. But no matter how you crunch the numbers, no matter how you look at the scenario from left, right, diagonal, she should not have won over both Kylie, over Raja and Ginger. Because granted, she had a great run. Her only win was kind of handed to her. And in the end, like, Kylie didn't get the most screen time. Like, she wasn't the most vocal during the season. So for her to win, it was kind of like, wait, what? It felt like it was added at the last second. And Raja was I feel like everybody wanted, like, even in the retweets for the RuPaul's Drag Race, who do you want to win, blah, blah, blah. Raja had the most retweets, followed by Kylie, but still Raja had the most retweets. Raja had the best track record, followed by Ginger, and then Kylie. So it's like, when people were telling me on Twitter that, oh, this isn't a token win, I'm like, it's unfortunate, but it is.
He didn't even say that it was. He's not invalidated. Y'all, please listen, please. Like, stop.
And again, nobody's invalidating her run.
A lot of people have done. A lot of people say, "Oh, you're invalidating. Oh, you're being toxic. You're being disgusting by taking this away from a trans winner." But my thing is, if it's going to be, if you're going to crown someone just because they're, you know, they make your winner circle more diverse, why even have the competition?
That part.
Why even have the competition if you're going to crown the person that's the most diverse? If you're going to crown the person that's just makes the show look good, and so it's unfair to both Kylie herself, as she can win on her own. She should be able to do well on her own merit, but not be treated this way. As a pair, it's also not fair to the other contestants who actually did statistically better than Kylie, but because they don't fit initially to like the the quota or whatever you want to call it, they're kind of sidelined by production. And again, this is not Kylie's fault. I have to say that again. This is not Kylie's fault. But this was the only time where the black girl was just the better bitch. This is just one of the times where the black girl was just the better bitch. And somebody on Twitter was like, well, what about Evie? What about Monet? What about Jada? In the lip sync SmackDown, Evie just won. Period. Evie just won. This is the rules that they were given. Evie just won. To me, Monet actually, when it came down to the lip sync between her and Trinity, Monet won for me.
Oh, no, not for you. For all.
For everybody, bitch.
Okay.
Like, oh,
that little clip-on bang came off. It was a wrap.
Bitch, she did the kitty cat wig into the kitty cat wig. We was like, bitch.
Done. It was like, oh, she ate her up in just that one moment. But it was like,
Jada's win feels a little shoehorned.
And then Jada, I mean, Sherry Pie was disqualified, Gigi cheated, and Crystal didn't have the track record. So Jada won. Like, this is not in compare. This can't be compared. It's not. And as much
Jamar giving the actual realty of the episode. I said Jamar giving the realty of what happened during the episode.
I love Kylie. Kylie is dope as fuck.
Kylie won just because she's a very sweet person, and it's like she kind of came from behind, like one of the earlier seasons, one of the first outs of the earlier seasons that people may not.
She was the dark horse in this competition.
So I mean, it's great that she won, and I'm happy for her. But it's just like, it doesn't feel like this. And this was right after TKB got taken out by, technicality.
Bullshit.
So it's just like we were doing so well. We were doing so well.
Ooh, Jamar, you got people. The Gigi fans are happy you said what you said, child.
Wow.
If you don't know Gigi cheated, then like you don't need to know, because like we all know Gigi cheated.
The girls don't know that. I thought everybody. Okay.
Gigi cheated. Not only did she cheat, she also tried to sniff Ruth's cooch to win with that whole Wizard of Oz reference for her. Like
it was over the finale in the filming location, and Gigi just so happens to have this giant production, like a studio that was rented out, and they weren't supposed to do it. It was supposed to be at home. So that was a disqualification moment, and that's what I heard. But I'm sorry, Jada was my winner from get go.
And the other thing, girl, you were supposed to do it on your own.
In your living room, bitch.
Everything on your own in your living room. And Gigi submitted footage of her working with the team of people that she lives with, because they live in this like little commune in LA or whatever, of them working. Like, you weren't supposed to work with nobody. Like, Jada moved everything in her house by herself, and she showed you, bitch, I moved all this furniture by myself. I made this outfit on my own. Like,
and she lip synced to a C- level vocal octave range singer. So it was definitely something where you have to give her credit for.
Whirling in her living room, when I see her grandma's picture in the background, gave me
the China in the background shaking, bitch. It's like, we know exactly what's going on.
It, bitch.
Yeah. Gigi cheated. Sorry, love her to death, but she cheated.
But it was just like, they were trying to make it seem like, oh, you know, she's not a token winner, because if she's a token winner, then what about all these other token people? Like, none of those people that you listed were tokens.
Mm-hmm.
So
I would also say, like, for every reality TV show, like, okay, yes, that's gonna be a teaspoon of rigor more. Like, production does what they do. I think it always begins to feel weird when you can see the man in the background manipulating the thing.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
that's when the uproar and the feelings come out. And like, at a certain point, like, we was good, and then we started seeing the little marionette hands, and it was like, hold up, baby, what's going on? And that's why I think people feel this way. It's the exact same thing applied for Down Under, where it was like, okay, we going somewhere, okay, we see them hands, baby, what's going on? And it just feels uncomfortable for everybody involved.
I mean, Scarlett did the best. She deserved to win competition-wise, but they couldn't morally crown her, nor Karen from finance. And then Art Simone, why are you here?
Girl, are we talking about Down Under? I let that go. I let it be Down Under. It stays right there. Down Under.
Very much under.
The whole list, bitch. Drag Race. Just name them, baby. Just put them up there. But Down Under is like
listed as the worst season of Drag Race.
In Munchkin, I would use the annihilation card against all of Down Under. Remove the card from the deck, please. It is not playable in this game anymore. You should all be embarrassed.
Oh my God.
I'm still not over the whole apologetic blackface bullshit that I still can't let that go. That was the most awkward moment. I'm not going to judge you. What? I know your 70-year-old self did not just do all this today. I know you didn't. I know your bald, square-headed ass didn't.
As the representative of all Black people ever to be created, I am here to forgive you on behalf. What else? Sharpton said, baby.
So angry. Oh, it made me so angry because I was like, you can't do that. You can't. You just told Trinity not to shame people into HIV, and here you go fucking doing it on a whole nother show about somebody making fun of you, bitch. Like, come on now. All right, stop, Matty. Stop. See, that's why I didn't like Down Under, because they were giving. See, now maybe we're getting to Drag Race Holland. Girl, see, this is that stuff. It's like we see these moments. Y'all, hold on. Just for the girls up here for Drag Race Holland, for those who you have watched this, I haven't got to the most recent one, but
I haven't seen the recent one. I'm watching it tomorrow.
It's taking me a second to get back, Mimi. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
But the Queen of Color and then a White Queen lip sync. The White Queen, and it's to Free Your Mind by En Vogue, mind you. Okay. The White Queen walks around and just waves her fabric while the POC Queen is cutting the fuck up. Do you know that Fred had the nerve to say it was a bad lip sync, and that the reason why they're saving the White Queen is because her track record is better, and then told the Queen, who actually did better, I did not like what you did up here compared to the other two lip syncs. But Abby OMG had 4 lip syncs, Jamar, and went all the way through to top 4.
I was going to say, Ivy ate her up. Ivy ate her alive. And
Julie, if you had saw it, you would have lost your mind. Friend, Mimi texted me, did that really just happen? I'm like, yes, it did. Like, they just played our face and said, track record is now what matters.
Y'all told me, I was listening to Fortunate Rants that episode, and y'all were telling me about it. I was like, girl, I'm glad I didn't watch it, because I would have been furious.
Well, actually, I'm sorry, Keita and Tabitha are actually both POC queens. So there are other queens, but they're not, what's the word? What do they call it when it's like, they don't talk about their color or their background. What is it called, Matt? Come on, what's the word? It's a phrasing.
I don't know the phrasing.
You know, but you know what I mean, right? When it's like, ambiguous. There we go. They're very ambiguous to their color. Like, oh, we're not discussing that yet, unless it gets brought up or whatever. Anywho, phenotype. Tthank you, baby. Thank you.
So the latest episode is gonna gag you even more.
Oh, girl.
Really? Oh, Mimi,
I mean,
I hope you're ready, girl.
It works out, but it still shouldn't have been what it was.
Okay.
It felt there was something unnecessary.
Oh God! But Fred's face looks much better thanks to Envy Peru. Yeah, I'll say that. Oh, okay. So much better because that man was brickums. Okay, bitch, I'm talking about Mario bricks. All right, hey, we have to give Mario a mushroom to break that motherfucker. It was do. Anywho, back to this. Jesus Christ. I think, Jamar, you made a great point in reference for this. Blake, I kind of wanted to hear your standpoint on this situation here. Just your thoughts on this here. Again, where no one's discrediting and devaluing the situation.
Yeah,
conversation.
I love Kylie, and I think depending on what the criteria of the show of the season is to win, then I do think she's deserving, right? Like if you have if the winner is she who changes the most or she who grows the most throughout the season, then Kylie is your winner. Right, like she has shown us the caterpillar to butterfly transition, like everything she's shown. She's been gorgeous throughout the whole season. She's grown. She's been great. But if your winner, as with other seasons, is based on track record or based on who is most prepared to win, she's not. Like that just is what it is. You pick between Ginger and Raja and decide, do you want another black girl or do you want a big girl? In either case, I think we're still fine with either one of them because Ginger should have won season 7 and Raja, has now had this sort of redemption with this season. I'm not discrediting Kylie. I'm just saying that it feels like we got shoehorned into a Kylie win based on what Rue has experienced with her transphobia and all of that in the past. It does not feel like she won on her own based on the rules of the show for the past 88 seasons we've watched.
88, Lord Jesus, it feels that way.
Girl, and it's 492 more coming down the pipeline. So we all got
just this year too. Just this year.
And it's only September,
right?
It's only September.
Girl, we got internet. We got international. We got UK. We got Canada. We got Italy. We got Spain too. We got season 14 for US. Like.
Oh, don't forget Philippines has been announced now.
Oh, yeah, you're right. I'm sorry.
Spain 2 doesn't come out till next year, right? Because if they're casting it now, that doesn't come out till next year.
I know.
It still exists.
Oh, I'm excited for that one. That's the one I'm most excited for.
I'm very excited for that one, especially because
I miss me some Supreme.
I'm glad they got a season 2. They deserve it. Mimi, your final thoughts on this run through the woods to grandmother's house we go.
Interesting.
Dooley.
Oh, and be all the people.
Under. Are you noted?
Girl, I have said everything that I needed to say about this season. We can go ahead and wrap this up, put it in the box, put it under the bed, and move on.
All right. At the end of the day. Oh, I mean, the panel we will be here every Sunday, honey.
Maybe shout out to almost 1,000 of y'all in this room.
Absolutely. And we've held this for over 2 hours. So thank you for being here. I know y'all were ready to hear our opinions on this today. And sending all my love. Don't forget to hit that like button while you're here. Kylie winning to me was a shocker. And my expression and my reaction, which for my Patreon folks will be Monday, because this shot got me down, girl, but it'll be on Monday. But it was shocking. But I understand why Kylie won. That is not taking away from the win just because I said I understand it. It's not taking away from her win just because I was shocked. Do you register this? Okay. I could have swore it was going to be Raja. I could have swore after that it was going to be Ginger. Then I can go, okay, they'll give it to this baby. You know what I'm saying? But that was just where my mind was at. That's where I was thinking. And guess what? She has it. Nothing that we said today will result in her losing the crown. I guarantee you. Nothing that this comment section has said is going to take that away from her. I promise you. But at the same time, allow others to feel a way about something when the buttermilk don't smell right. Okay. And so what happened is we enjoyed the meal up until we got to dessert. Appetizer was real cute, bitch. Couldn't wait for the main course. Main course was kind of satisfying. A few notes we could have changed here and there. But when we got to dessert, and that's the twist, that's when shit fucked up for me with the season. I liked the twist, but it needed to be in the middle. It ruined the gameplay for me. It felt very set up after that. Play by numbers, color within the lines, all of the above.
That part.
I'm keeping it real. Yeah. So
yeah.
At the end of it, a great season, better than some, but there were moments where I have to sit and go, and I don't like that. That's the only thing I don't like. I feel that way about the challenge with MTV sometimes. That's a whole nother series. I feel they make some bullshit ass motions on that one too. But that's just the show. That's shenanigans, foolery, and fuckery.
Yeah.
Shoulders. What about Busty? Someone's talking about Busty. What talk about Busty? What do they do? I don't know, babe. I don't watch everybody.
I don't know what Busty.
I don't know.
I watch Busty. I don't know what happened.
I not shading them. For me in my reviews, I don't go to other people's opinions because it'll sway mine. So I stay away from that, but I just support people from afar because YouTube is hard and there's some bullshit with views and stuff like that. So, there
that
you go.
Part. You put it very well.
That's all I can do. You know what I mean? Because they be unsubscribing people from me all the time. Like I can't help that. That's just what YouTube wants to do sometimes.
Yeah.
But
I said this last week. Like,
Boosie. They were spelling it.
Boosie. I was like,
oh my God, y'all were spelling
I thought it was like the reviewer that does. Yeah. Okay.
I was like, what are you talking about? I was like, I don't know them.
Girl, I'd rather talk about Boosie. Boosie earlier this week, Boosie tweeted, I wonder what it's like. He quite quote tweeted Lil Nas X and was like, I wonder what it feels like to wake up every morning thinking about dick. And I really wanted to quote to him and be like, well, bitch, you tell me. Because clearly every time we look up and you on social media, you talking about somebody dick, girl, you tell me, bitch. Like, it really feels like somebody gave him a really nasty, real pleasurable, bust it, breed it raw, Coco Dorm, nasty fantasy back when he was in jail. And it felt real good. And he's been itching to have that, happen again, which is why he be in every gay person's business. He wake up and stay in gay people's business, and I fucking hate it, bitch. I hate it.
Work.
Namio Ho Rengekyo.
I mean, very that. Because,
right. On that note.
It's not just him. It's like cis heterosexual men are more worried about what we do in our own private time in the bedroom than we are.
That's it. It pisses me off.
It's why can't you mind your business if you want people to mind their business to the shit that you got going on in your household? Why am I walking to my car and you are concerned? Where is my man purse? Where is my man purse today? I was walking to the car the other day. Yes, bitch, I lost my wallet, so I have a clutch, and it's a man wallet. It's called an accordion wallet, thanks to Amazon. I love this bitch, by the way. Mind you, I was feeling really cute today, so she was warm. But one time I went up to the car, this man was like, man, I'm tired of these damn motherfuckers always. I'm looking like, I didn't even know you existed until you said something. I had no clue you existed. I just assumed another Nissan Altima in the parking lot. Must be 3,500 down. I don't know. I assumed. But that's when I leave it there. So I really get frustrated with people like Boosie, who looks like he needs like vitamin B and D. Badly. Like badly. Like he needs vitamins. That man needs a gummy.
He needs some water. He needs everything.
He needs men's multiple vitamins. That's what he needs, honey. He needs some sort of costume.
And you know what? Since we're here reading the girls, I had some Terry Crews. You all shucking and jiving, Bojangles, bald-headed ass nigga. I have never seen somebody tarry for the attention and validation of white people that hard ever in my fucking life. All you had to do was shut your bald-headed ass up, get on that fucking stage, host that fucking show, support black people, and cash in your check. But here you go in the headlines again because you want to talk negatively about black. Like, Oh, girl, like I never saw this
Listen.
like before him. But like, girl, what happened?
Just because he's a swole scrotum sack doesn't mean that much to me, Dooley. Because every time that man bends down, I just assumed he shaved the left testicle.
Girl, you are getting residuals from several shows that we enjoy. All you had to do is shut up and collect your check. But here you go, baby. Here you go. Just embarrassing Black people again.
But are we surprised? Are we surprised by this? From was in White Chicks and was loving that. Now that makes more sense to me. Now that we go through this here with it, I said, okay, bitch, you were typecasted. Okay, got it. Okay.
Somebody on Twitter called him Terry Crow.
That part. Yeah.
I mean, but that's just like Drake deciding to release a song that wasn't even. You're like, okay, oh my God, but my light-skinned friend, what's wrong with you? This man got a whole album out, and because Kanye took off his song on his own album, which Kanye can do with his do self, you know what I'm saying? Drake then releases the song, but like, got ate up, bitch. They live for it. You just help the enemy. I don't understand what people are doing these days. I like Certified Love. Well, no, I like certain songs from it. Let me not lie. The way he described the album was toxic masculinity mixed with something else, and I was like, and see.
That's exactly what it is. The girl, okay, to go back full circle, the girls are once again trying to read Lil Nas X. Drake got a whole song about girls liking girls, and y'all live for it. Why? Because straight, cisgender, heterosexual men sexualize lesbians because they, in their mind, they insert themselves. Two lesbians don't want shit to do with you, nigga. Go sit the fuck down. But like that's such a double standard. Like that's not how this works. You can't have it one way and not the other. Like, ooh, the girls really got on my nerves this week. They really got on my nerves. It just don't make sense.
See, listen, people, this is what happens when the 2-hour time frame is dedicated to a show that we all love dearly, and then after that, Hot Topics is a 15-minute readable fest. I hope you enjoyed jokes, draggings by Dooley, jokes by me, stares by Jamar, insight by Mimi, and brims by Blakeisha. All stores are available with the 10% discount. Fuck my drag. All right, so we appreciate everybody for tuning in today. Let's go ahead and start off with the list here. And I hope everybody understood where we were coming from today and know that we weren't choosing violence to hurt, but more so we're just tired of the bullshit. Dooley, you first. Links, please.
Jesus. I had more. I'm going to save that for later.
I know you did.
I was like, and another thing. Anyway,
food court.
You can find me on Monday. You can find me on Twitter at _Duly Noted _ That's DOOLEYNOTED, sandwich in between 2 underscores. You can find me on Instagram for all of my content at Duly Noted as presented below. You get gym selfies, you get food, you get adventure, there's everything. Or you can follow me at Dooley Does Food, only solely for my food content. That's also the name of my YouTube channel. Like, share, comment, subscribe. I'm Dooley Does Food on YouTube. I teach you how to empower yourself and to make things. I dropped a video last week. I taught you how to make Korean-style corn dogs. Once again, like, share, comment, subscribe. I'm almost monetized. Keep it up, and thank you for your support.
Come on, monetized.
I was just looking at that bitch like, what the fuck do you mean?
Blakeisha, could you please give your social medias, please?
I feel you could have held that. You could have kept that.
You can find me on Twitter at BRowley86, being as sincere as I want to be. You can find me on Instagram at RowleyB or BARPH _1 or BARF _1. Again, being as sincere as I want to be, giving you what the fuck I want to give you.
Like, you weren't even here for the whole thing and had the nerve to say all that dumb. Jamar84, social medias, please. I know we just be laughing at these people. Like, what did you think you did with that? Come on now, you Jamar.
You can find me on all social media platforms at Jamar84, with the exception of TikTok, which is Jamar840. Amen. Be on the lookout October 1st for the Assistant to Reconnected. It's going to be airing on YouTube instead of Amazon because Amazon is going away with their independent content. Check out the Circle Atlanta. MattyRants will be hosting our reunion coming later on this year. Make sure you check out Lexquisite.com, which is my partnership. Use my promo code NOVAH20, NOVAH20. We're working on an upcoming palette that I can't wait to show you guys once it's ready. And yeah, boom, shaka, boom. Thank you so much.
Boom, shaka boom. Thanks, Jamar, for being here today. When's the next time we can expect you?
I'll be here next week.
Yay. So Chris will be here too. It'll be Mimi Cherry.
Hi. You
Social
can find
media
me
is my
on
love.
the Bird app, aka Twitter. It's gonna be Mimi Cherry if you want to find me on Instagram. Add an ID to it, making it Mimi Cherry IG. And today, just for the sake of it, sea toda la gente.
Speaking to all the lovers out there, the rant pack, and not to some ugly yuck face looking bitch that had the nerve to get in this comment section thinking the fuck they know what they're talking about with a name like Drag Lover, but not giving the validation to Kylie, who won if all drag is valid, had the nerve to try it. While people gave explanations. The next time I see you, you won't be gone. Trust me and believe that.
Girl, this is not the group to try. The entire panel, I would even say, girl, this is not the group to try.
It's like, anywho, girl, I'll blow snot into a fucking tissue that has more relevance
Girl,
than you.
we
bitch.
smart and we fight.
That part. So we'll continue because not only do I love these people up here, but I also love my rant pack out there because those are the real ones. With that being said, thanks for tuning in, everybody. You can catch me on my link tree. Just hit a branch and you'll find one of my other social media pages. I'll try you on there too. Also, you can catch me on Stereo app for the podcast on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, and on Airtime app that I'm partnered with for Tuesday and Thursday shows. Tuesdays is Drag Race Everything, and Thursdays is Drag Race Trivia and Hot Topics, where you can win some cash. I appreciate y'all for being here. Remind yourself, don't ever do that again. But also, thanks for tuning in. We'll have a good time as long as you want to have one. I love y'all so much. And again, everybody, to the moon. That's on all our platforms, okay? Me and Mimi on Tuesday for Holland. Monday with me, Dooley, and Blakeisha for the podcast for Food Porn. Dooley will continue his rant from today. Trust and believe. I'm feeling it. My chest is up. My shoulders are wide. What's tea?
Can I join Ghost Online Dating and Ghost to Run It? I have I went on my first date in my first date in 8 years last night, and I have a lot to say. It's quite the story time, y'all. Yay. It is quite the story time. Ooh. I don't think he's a long-termer, but the story's good.
Ooh. Let's talk about dates,
we'll
baby.
See you Wednesday.
Okay. Listen, we appreciate y'all for tuning in. You have yourself a great day. Blakeisha got to get the hell out of here. So do I. Poos. Bye, Jamar. Bye, Dooley. Bye, Mimi. Bye, everybody else. And y'all have a good day. And fuck that other bitch. Bye.
Listen. Yeah.